Hello, everybody, and welcome to our show tonight. A little bit different kind of a show for us. We're having just our podcast, We're just going to sit back and talk and kind of hang out with you guys, see what's going on in the world, watch you guys timeouts, Earth is seriously flat over and over and over again. Pretty goddamn hilarious, if you ask me. And thank you, mods, for taking care of all that. And then I have UTB Doug and everybody trying to control my lights. For my mainstream guys, we're not going to have the lights being able to be controlled by the audience. It's controlled by new members, super chats, stuff like that. But we save all that for the gaming stream. So if anybody here is curious why people are typing !death, !pink, cotton candy, all that other shit, well, it's because on my gaming channel at night, we do a lot of fun shit, and I give control of my lights behind me completely to the audience, as well as different sound effects and shit that play in my ears while I'm trying to play Call of Duty and focus. People like Commander Darklight are always there and giving me shit. Chrismer and Dave has been there. Magda's always there. So thank you guys. If somebody out there will share the Team Skeptic After Dark link in the chat. If you guys haven't subscribed to that channel yet, I'm like 100 subscribers away from hitting that 1,000. And also, if you get a chance to watch the show, you guys will fucking love it. Like, we're so funny when we get in there and we fuck around.
Watching you die on Call of Duty is always fun.
Now, with me as always, I do have my good friend and business partner, Fight the Flat Earth. How you doing, sir?
Doing good. Doing very good. Thank you very much. I've been getting emails from Mitchell from Australia, and boy, is that guy stupid, and he needs more attention from us.
Yes, he does.
We're going to, at some point, have a look at one of the videos he sent me based on a picture that he sent me that apparently proves the ISS is fake.
Well, we're going to get to that. We're going to watch that for you guys. Let's see. Let's tell them about the... Oh, yeah, Bella Charge in the chat. Okay, so I have this thing, guys. So here's what we're going to do, right? In the next probably week or so, I'm going to go buy this thing called a Pavlock. P-A-V-L-O-K. Let me get a... Hold on one second. Let me pull this up for you guys so you can see what it is. And what it is it's a... It's like a bad habit bracelet, all right? And the bad habit bracelet, every time you have a craving, let's say you want to stop smoking, right? And you have a craving, what you'll do is you'd push the button on the bracelet and it would shock you. So it's like Pavlov's dog, It's trying to teach you in a very sadistic way not to do the things that you don't need to be doing. However, I recently stumbled across an IFTTT, which is basically how we control the lights through super chats and whatnot, that will allow the every time a super chat comes in, it'll shock me. It'll give me a little shock and remind me how much you guys love me. So I figured, hey, why not? I'm sure you guys would love to fucking have a good time fucking torturing me just a bit if having to deal with these goddamn fucking flat earthers all the time wasn't bad enough. But here it is right here. It's in the chat. That's the Pavlock right there. In case anybody's interested. But I think it'd be funny. If every so often we just turn it over to you guys to inflict pain. Because flat earthers do it so goddamn well, basically. You guys should have that opportunity as well.
What you guys don't realize is when we make a flat earth video, we lose at least 30 IQ points every single time. Because we have to listen to the shit they say over and over. And it damages us. But we do it so you don't have to, really. I know, we're heroes. You're welcome.
Right? Ilya Moon for $2 says real planets have curves. They do. Bella Charge for $2 New Zealand. Yo, what up, Skep bitch? He's lately been my Call of Duty partner in our Team Skeptic After Dark live streams. It's been really fun. Bella's pretty damn fucking cool. And then Ilya Moon for $2. We are close to 1K too on Sit Down with Debunkers. You guys definitely need to go check out the Sit Down with Debunkers channel. I don't think I played this on this channel. I think I played it on somebody else's channel. But let me see if I can find that clip real quick, Ilya, because I do want to show you guys a small clip from the Sit Down with Debunkers channel, and it was pretty funny. It was of me on there bullshitting with them. Let's see. Here it is right here. Oh, wait. Maybe that's not it. I have to find out which one's the one that I'm on.
Yes, World of Fellcraft. We are about minus 1 million IQ points at this point, but that we're still smarter than flat earthers. So,
oh, I found it. Okay. So, yeah. So I'm just gonna play this. Let me see some. Let me make sure you guys can hear this. Stop it! Stop it!
Did I upset you?
yeah, you can hear it.
Stop it! No.
The two-cup method to jump between parallel universes. The greatest minds in physics say that it's impossible to jump between two wave functions. Ever. Impossible. And this girl has a two-cup method.
No. I think she's
I wonder if her video is called One Girl, Two Cups.
Oh my goodness.
I was getting to. She's misremembered that she went for a
11 says she's
We gotta get to the point. Let's see. Where I start talking about fight the flat Earth.
Right, she's showing how much money she's got, and she.
Oh God.
Yeah, I
I'm
noticed.
okay with what she's wearing. Like,
I'm
okay
okay with
wearing.
what she's wearing too, but it's not showing anything off.
Method was. I thought you just put two.
Exactly.
That's what I thought the two-cup method was. I thought you just put two vacuum cups on there, like almost like oversized breast milk pump ejaculator things, and you put them over your nipples.
Ejaculator
You put them over your
things.
nipples. You pump the air out of the vacuum tubes. It sucks the skin up, and then you go like that. We pop them off, and when you do that, they look weird because they're shaped like cups, but they look like boobs. I mean, you push them together, there's cleavage.
All right, so definitely go check out the Sit Down with Debunkers. Great fucking show. I had a great time on their show. It was really fun. It was just entertaining all around. The audience was having a good time. I was having a good time. I'll definitely be back to sit down with Debunkers. Alrighty, so let's see what else we have. We have Jessica G for $2. Any way to set it up so we can shock you forever? Yeah, Jessica, I'll make sure that you get the opportunity to shock me as much as you'd like. Nerd Angle for $4.99.
What you guys don't understand is that's how he gets off. So what's it going to end up being is that you guys will basically pay to make him orgasm, and that's disgusting.
Right. Nerd Angle says, because somebody did said a suggestion that I should take the Pavlock, which is about like that big, and fit it around my whole package down there. And, like nuts, butts, and everything. Nuts, butts, and guts, yeah. So put it around that and just let y'all have control of that. And I was like, that's a hard no. Nerd Angle for $4.99. What? We're going to get to shock Team Skeptic for money? I mean, I'm about to start kink shaming and all, but you're okay, team? Yeah, I'm okay. And yes, I would love for you guys to have that opportunity. I think everybody have a good time with it. Glass Monster for $2 Canadian. Hey, Team Skeptic, want to try my laser?
Basically.
Right. Yeah, that's what the whole goal is to have you guys empty your bank account into my electrical
Why
pulse
can't
system.
we go on holiday, Mummy and Daddy? Well, Team Skeptic gave me the chance to electrocute him over and over, so I did it.
And then Glass Monster for $2 Canadian says, Team Skeptic, want to try my... Oh, I thought it said laser. Taser. Yeah, that's about how it's going to go. It will be a mini taser. I'm not sure if it's controlled by how much the super chat is how much shock it'll put into it. But right now, I think it just says that it shocks me every time a super chat will come in.
Team, we're quite smart people. I'm pretty sure we could set up for an actual taser to be fired at you if someone gives a big enough super chat.
Oh, I'll do a taser. That wouldn't bother me. I've been tased before. I was okay with it then, and I'll be
Guys,
okay with it now.
I want to take that as a challenge. Please contact me so that we can somehow arrange to live have Team get shot with a taser.
Oh, and then Agger69 says it's a light shock that's very minor. I hope not. I hope, $1 per volt. That would be nice, Nerthan. But I hope not. Arger or Agar, I'm not sure how I said that right. But Ilya Moon for $5 says to hear about FTFE's cup size, go sub and watch the episode of the Mandela Effect with Team Skeptic. Yes, definitely do that. And for this weekend, Ilya, I'm not 100% sure I'll be able to be on there for very long, but I'll be more than happy to swing by. Normally, I think this weekend we do actually have some stuff planned in the middle of the day with my family, but I might be able to come on before I go out for the day. What's up? What are you laughing at over there?
Oh, Bast Kelly in the chat. He says... Oh, do you know how fucking stupid you look, FTFE, with your look at me, I'm on the space station, lol, 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 ha, ha, ha. And then he's tried to say reject, but he spelt it REGECT.
Oh, wow. All right, people are saying you're a bit low on my end.
You're a fucking idiot.
Oh, no, you can't hear it. Hold on.
Because it's 10
Okay. Well, no, it looks good on my end. Give me a mic check real quick.
Mic check, 1, 2.
No, you're full volume. Let me go ahead and I can turn you up manually though.
Properties, levels. Yeah, no, I'm full on my end.
Yeah, and it's full over here. I don't know why it's coming in so low, but we got you.
Magda, the tripping mistress, says, could we possibly hook up your balls to a car battery for super chats?
Yeah, that's not gonna fucking happen. 100%, Magda. Now I do have a question.
You realize you get a lot of super chats, right? Like you could retire.
Sure I would be. I'm sure that wouldn't be a problem. I'm sure there's enough sadistic people out there that would love to hurt me to become a millionaire in one day.
How about
a car battery attached
a taser
to my nuts?
To the balls? No,
taser? No. I still want to try to have kids. I know I'm getting old, but I still want to try to have kids. So.
Wait, you want to pass on those genetics to a child? What's wrong with you? Look at your face.
I will take a taser to my jungle trap, but not directly to my nutsack. If I get a taser to my jungle trap, that would probably hurt. But we're talking about, we would need some money there, guys. Like I'm not tasing my jungle trap for nothing. Okay, that's a sensitive spot of the body. I don't even let chicks tickle me in my jungle trap.
Team will let you pay to have him tasered in the dick.
No, that's not my. No, we're not. We're talking about the jungle
exactly
trap.
What you
Hold
said.
on. No, look. The jungle trap is here's the butthole. Well, here's the butthole, right? Okay, here's the ball sack.
Yeah. And
you got that little area that comes down and then goes up and then comes down back on the balls. This is the jungle trap right there. Okay. That's a jungle trap. You can take. I'll take one there, but anything above or anything below the jungle trap, well, it's really above in each direction because it's the way it's shaped your body. I guess it's.
I want to be clear what Team is saying here. Team is saying he will take one in the jungle trap.
The taint, yes, Mike71 here. Hold on, guys. What do we do? What do we do when we want to actually describe something graphically? That's right, we whip out Paint 3D. Give me 1 second, guys. Let me show you.
I'm glad you said Paint 3D.
Right. All right, Paint 3D. Is Paint 3D up on screen? Let me make sure.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes, it is. Okay. So let me. Oh wow, this got me. Remember when Cheshire did this? This was not good. So we're going to make it not look like...
Someone at YouTube is hovering over the button right now. Delete account.
Right there. Right here. That's the nuts.
Team, if that's what your butthole and stuff looks like, you've got an issue.
The jungle trap should probably be in green. So we're going to mark off where the jungle trap starts. Well, hold on.
Wait, you've got green bits down there?
That's where the jungle trap starts, and that's where it ends right there. No, I'm just marking it with green. So this is the demarcation zone right here. Anywhere inside of that area, I'll take the tase. Outside of it, in either direction, no tase.
The chat is wondering why there's green bits in your under regions.
It was just for display purposes only. People, don't look too far into my green bits.
Yeah, no, you still shouldn't have green bits even for display purposes. I'm just saying.
And then basic trigonometry says for $2, Team is trying to get us to pay to get his rocks off. Hey, why you gotta kill my flow, bro? Don't hate on my attempt to fucking get my rocks off. Jessica G for better than free to get paid for it. Jessica G for $2. You have the weirdest looking scrotum. That was a graphic representation. That wasn't actually. There was no photorealism to that picture. Oh Lord!
I've got a challenge for somebody. Go back through all of Stream's teams where he's done drawings and send them to me. We're gonna have an art sale.
Oh man, yeah, we could do an art sale too, for real. But let's see, we have a few things. Oh, the first thing I want to do, a couple of things. We got about 300 people here, so we got enough people to get an idea of whether they'd want to see this or not. All right, so when I do my gaming streams at the end of the night, when all the gaming's done, I usually just sit with the chat and we go over a bunch of Reddit videos. We just watch a bunch of Reddit videos, and we give commentary. We just have a good time. That's like the end of the night, the wind down part of the night. Would you guys like to see highlight clips from that part where we get together and say some funny shit, or, you know, because not everybody, I understand, guys, not everybody wants to watch a fucking full-blown gaming stream. I understand that. I don't want to subject you to all that kind of fucking pain and agony either. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want you guys to have to watch something that you don't want to watch to see, to see me do my thing. But I think you guys would probably like the end of the night. Let's ask Commander Darklight. Commander Darklight, you're somebody who watches my streams, and I just now realized last night, me and Bella came to the conclusion of why you fucking Aussie fucks and Kiwi fucks are the predominant people in my chat. Well, it's because I'd go from fucking 2 o'clock in the morning until 6 o'clock in the morning, which is like right up until the time that they're going to bed to get ready for the next day. So Commander Darklight, he's out there in the chat right now, and he'll tell you that the end of the night, we are like, we just have like a really fun time. It's just, there's no sound. I'm hearing someone say sound. I don't know why he said sound, but anyway, it's just fun. So Commander Darklight will tell you that he has to go through 5 hours to get to that part, and you guys shouldn't have to do that. What's up, Fight?
I can't remember what I was going to say. Never mind. It couldn't have been important.
It had to have been important. You almost interrupted me 5 times.
Did I?
I'm just kidding.
I mean, shut up,
yeah, I don't ever shut up. That's the problem. Look up the Bob Sample Tank. This is from Robert Williams for $4.99. Bob Sample Tank. Hey, can you do me a favor? Robert, send me elaborate a little bit more. Bob Sample Tank. Look it up on YouTube. Look it up on Google. The country that inverted that piece of shit has completely eliminated COVID. Bob Simple, not Sample.
By New Zealand. No, Bob Semple. Bob Semple Tank. Bob Semple Tank, designed by New Zealand Minister of Works Bob Semple during World War II, and it literally looks like it's made out of cardboard.
Really? And then I'll look that up here in a second, Robert. Yeah, let me put you on screen.
This is it. Yeah, see how it looks like it could be a Lego.
Hold on, I need to full screen you on my end. What is that? It's a tank. How does it eliminate COVID? Or was that part a joke?
No. The point is that the country that invented this managed to eliminate COVID.
Oh, I got it.
R/whoosh.
Yeah, there was somebody that the reason why I thought that was something else. There's somebody that somebody submitted an article to me that showed where there was a breakthrough with in COVID-19. And like the whole sequencing and finding similarities in known patients and whatnot, and this supercomputer actually found what seems to be a direct correlation within. I don't want to get it all wrong, but it's like some kind of there's a similarity between all patients that were symptomatic. So of course they can't get all the asymptomatic people, but the symptomatic people, they found a really good they found a commonality between all of the cases, at least all the cases that this supercomputer went through, and it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool that this computer was able to pretty much put us in a position to really give us a step forward in fighting COVID. Also, like designing a drug to defeat the what's really the cause of COVID, like what COVID brings on. I'll share the link because I don't want to butcher it. I read the link, the news article, and then I wanted to go back and reread it to get more information about it, but I haven't had a chance to go reread it. But that's what I thought they were talking about when they said it's all but eliminated COVID, was this breakthrough that has just occurred with a supercomputer. So give me one moment and I'll share that whenever I get an opportunity.
Brian Batcher, I think you've been trying to tag us in the chat for something. What's up, dude? Just let us know. Do you ever cover Dungeons and Dragons subreddits? No, but Brian has said, team, that he would gladly be dungeon master for us with like a once a month Dungeons and Dragons stream.
That'd be cool.
That would be that'd be amazing. You can have your own character and start leveling them up, and we can do new campaigns and stuff. I figure that'd be like maybe we could do like an SOS this community stream or something, and nerd out in it.
Yeah, I think it was actually Brainy Beaver. You may have been the one that shared that article with me, right? Because he just mentioned it. It's BradyCon.
Possibly.
Yeah, the overproduction of BradyCon. Yeah, sure. I wouldn't mind bringing Brainy in. Let me get a call link for him real quick. Oh no, I would say let's turn it over to the chat and see if the chat wants to see Brainy come in, but they would all say no, so I don't want to do that. I don't want to hurt Brainy's feelings. We've got
to be nice to him.
I really don't want to hurt Brainy's feelings. I think I do a really good job at hurting everybody's feelings.
In the chat says that COVID is bullshit. Really? Are you that fucking stupid? You pushing that stupidity? Oh no, wait, I'm trying to read that. You pushing that stupidity now for sure. I know you're mindless, brainwashed morons. Now, I don't understand. When you say COVID is bullshit, are you saying there isn't nearly 700,000 people that have died? That there isn't over 17 million people that have had it worldwide? Are you saying that there isn't people that have maybe survived it and now have lifelong damage to their lungs? When you say COVID is bullshit, are you saying that none of that happened? There was a guy in Texas, right, Bass Kelly, who thought the same as you. Who thought, COVID's it's nonsense. The government's just trying to control us, right? And he made his whole family believe it. And there was a birthday in the family, so he hosted a massive get together, 14 of them there. COVID's not real. We just ignore the regulations and the guidelines. So they had 14 of them there, had this massive party. Turns out that all 14 of them got COVID and 2 of them died.
Yeah. Last thing he said was, I think I made a mistake. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. No, it's perfectly
Talking
cool.
About,
you didn't really make a mistake because we now have your body to study for COVID and learn from. So thank you very much for being a fucking test dummy for us. Let me get to these super chats.
Talking about Texas, team. One sec, my wife is 100% on board with having a holiday to Texas next year.
Yes.
And we've been looking at booking a place in Dallas, possibly Arlington, which is kind of just out, it's still Dallas, but really close to you. So I think next June I will be coming to Texas. So 10 to 14 days.
This is something that me and Fight have started talking about, and we're going to keep you guys involved because a year from now we're going to be much bigger than we are right now. So there'll be more people than there are right now, but we're going to talk about it next year. Fight's going to come to Texas, and then what I'm going to try to do, as long as the pandemic is over and flights or travel is back open and whatnot. But as long as all that's good, he's going to come here for a few weeks. I'm going to take him around Texas, show him around. I'm sure there's lots of people out there that are that are locals in Texas that would probably come and meet up with us. Maybe we'll go down and do a show in Austin. Yeah, see, for sure he would be here because he's already kind of local. But we could do stuff like we could go do like a show down in Austin because if you're going to come to Texas, bro, I cannot let you not make it to Austin and at least San Antonio. Houston's pretty cool.
Oh, yeah, no. We expect you to be the one to show us everywhere. I mean, there's some things I want to see. I want to see where JFK was shot. You can show me that.
Oh, yeah, I know exactly where. You know what's so funny is when I was doing all my business and stuff, my business was about 5 miles away from that. Maybe not even that long, maybe about like 2 or 3 miles away from there. I used to walk because there would in downtown you don't really drive everywhere, and I like walking. I like getting out and getting some sun and exercise. So to me it was nothing for a 3-4 mile walk. I'd walk down to some of the government buildings all the way down in downtown, because the grassy knoll is not really in downtown. It's on the outskirts of downtown. It's like there's a place called God, what's the name of that old school place? It's the place where Planet Hollywood used to be. The West End. The West End Marketplace is right there by the grassy knoll area, and that's just it's called Dealey Plaza. And that's just on the other side of downtown.
Dealey Plaza, yeah, Daniel Cooper.
Yeah, so it's if you really look at it, it's part of downtown, but it's on the outskirts of downtown. But I used to walk down there all the time, and I'd walk right down there. I mean, we're talking about where he was shot. I would walk within 5 feet of that, just walking underneath the bridge. And it never think about it like that now, but
no.
it's
such a
pretty
big
cool.
world event. I mean, there's a lot more I want to see in Texas, but you know, we've been looking. We want a big holiday. You know, we're missing out on a holiday this year because of COVID and stuff. And hopefully by this time next year, it'll all be back open, and you know, and we can go and have a nice, decent family holiday. We're going to be probably staying at the Six Flags in Arlington at least for a bit of it. That place looks fucking insane. I was looking at some of the water park rides. And then I might not be able to go on them all, but at least my kids have an amazing time. And for me, if it's a good holiday if my kids are entertained and happy.
Yeah, so the second half of that is going to be when we send his ass back home. I'm going to try to fly out there to England and go do the whole UK, EU travel about, starting in Ireland or wherever the fuck he lives. I don't know.
Scotland.
Yes, we'll go to Scotland.
North of Hadrian's Wall.
Well, yeah, I want to check it out.
We can take you to see Edinburgh Castle and stuff, because that's pretty amazing.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I want to see. I'm so ignorant to the whole culture over there that I want to learn. So I want to go over there and kind of get a first-hand experience over in England.
Everyone just wants to feed you haggis and make you drink whiskey.
Haggis? What the fuck is haggis? You guys talk about it all the time. It sounds like fucking like edible shit. I'm not trying to eat edible shit.
So haggis is basically the liver, lungs, all the innards of the sheep, minced up, mixed with oats and maybe carrots and some other vegetables, and then cooked in the lining of a sheep's stomach.
Cool. Oh, so we have a few things to
Honestly,
look at and discuss today. And the first thing I want to bring up, it sounds gross, but I'll try it out anyway because I said I would. The first thing I want to bring up is, let's see. Okay, this article. This article by the National Park Service. All right. And this is legit. You see the blue check mark up there. Let me close this. I can't
I'll be back
close
in
it.
just 1 second.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. Let me read this off. This is fucked up, guys. It says, read, please don't run from bears or push your slower friends down in attempts of saving yourself. As a follow-up to a previous post, if you come upon a stationary bear, move away slowly and sideways. This allows you to keep an eye out on the bear and avoid tripping. Moving sideways is also non-threatening to bears. Do not run, but if the bear follows, stop and hold your ground. Like dogs, they will chase fleeing animals. Do not climb a tree. Both grizzlies and black bears can climb trees. And do not push down a slower friend, even if you think the friendship has run its course.
That means me, by the way, guys. I'm the one that struggles to walk. I'm the one that's the slowest, right? All you better fucking realize that if there's a bear attack or zombies, you do not leave me for dead, all right? You need someone to help rebuild society. I can do that.
Oh, guys, I'm pushing his ass off, guys. Look at me over there. I'm pushing his ass off. He's gone. No, but yeah, I thought this was hilarious. It came from the National Park Service. Did you hear about
the bear getting a selfie?
No.
Have a look at this video. Put me up.
Let me see. Oh my goodness! What the fuck?
Well, let me play the video for you. Show.
Those are fucking humans, dude. That's so crazy.
Yeah, the bear just kind of walked up to them, so they just stood still. And then that woman, like, fuck it, you know what? I'm going to get my phone out and get a selfie taken with it.
I
The
bet
bear
he
looks like he's
leaves.
posing for the selfie.
I bet he leaves immediately.
I watched 3/4 of this clip before I realized there was a second person in it because, like, I'm like, they're so still. But look, it's like
That's
fucking
better.
hugging her.
That's better. I can hear you guys now. You guys are clipping something fierce. I had to restart my computer.
All right. 1 second.
Hey, Brainy, how you doing?
Brainy?
Hello. How you doing? I'm good. Thanks for having me. Thanks for inviting me. I was just hanging out,
Always
doing some
welcome,
dishes.
mate. You know, you're my 903rd favorite creator, so you're always welcome.
That's right. Yeah, I always
kidding.
Damn.
hearts.
Why do you have him
Before.
so high on your list? You have him so high on your
good.
list, fight.
Well, I had to have him above you, 902.
Oh, yes.
It's because I send him Valentine's. I send him hearts.
Yeah, my wife says, can you stop with the chocolates? We're trying to lose weight.
Well, listen. There's a package coming. Just don't worry about it. You can call the neighbors.
If it's the more of those dildos, I'm going to be really annoyed. My kid opened the last one. You realize that?
Chocolate
He's like,
dildos.
look at this toy, Daddy. It wiggles when I flick it about. I'm like, no, put that down.
I mentioned in my stream yesterday, it was yesterday, where I was mentioning that Fleshlight makes a Bluetooth device that will connect to the prawn you're watching and go to the action, if you will, live action. It'll attach to the Fleshlight.
That's awesome.
Yeah, you just hold it.
Well,
it's got
Tim,
two
you
handles,
could
hold
probably
on
set
each
it up
side
to have the super chats and Fleshlight. Wait, that's your Pornhub account. No, we need not there.
Yeah, I don't want it flashing my Pornhub account. I want it flashing
What
my
would it be like?
fucking
Exclamation
my
mark
balls.
stroke 5? Exclamation mark stroke 5 or something like that?
That would
know how
be pretty
you-
cool. All right, so Jessica G for $2. Post clips from when the stream ends because that's the best part. Thanks, Jessica G. She's always there to show me support and give me the most amount of hate. I do appreciate it though. Ilya Moon for $2. Can you just do clips of you saying "I'm out"? Yeah, those. So there's been some dissent amongst you viewers who think that I do my fails on purpose. That does not happen.
I was just about to say I think there's a bit of
Guys,
bowing going on at
I
this
can
point.
I can
No.
100% guarantee you he does not fake it because after the stream ends, every time he's like, "I got it right." I'm like, "No, team, you failed again." He's like, "Fuck you, I didn't
You literally
fail." But I mean,
left
he
yourself
did.
talking in the one. It was the most epic fail ever too. You're like, I got it this time. We're all like still watching you even or listening to you. What was it? I can't remember. There's so many now.
Well, so the last time, so get this, the last time when I did it, that's when someone said, "You did that on purpose, I'm sure." And I was like, "No, I didn't," because here's the thing. Earlier, I set it up so that when it stops receiving the signal from vMix, it automatically shuts off. So that right there had it set up so that I wouldn't fail. Like I just barely saw how to do it, and I was like, okay, so I can press this one button on the Stream Deck, and it'll close everything out on YouTube for me. But then by selecting that option, I then also fucking accidentally cut myself off when my internet died. I didn't kill the internet. It just went out for like maybe 2 minutes, right? And when it went out for 2 minutes, it ended my stream. So then the next time, I thought it was going to have the enable auto off enabled, but then it didn't. So when I pushed the end stream button, it ended the stream on my end, but not on y'all's end. So yes, guys, I am not a po. I'm not gonna pander to you guys. I don't win anything. I don't get anything by failing at the end. I
Team
just look
isn't
like a
a po,
jackass.
He is as stupid as he appears.
Now, fuck you. Fuck you. But I do have a good time. I will say this. I do have a good time with it. And if I fail again today, and it's not on purpose that I fail, I'm still going to feel comfortable in my own manhood. So I'm not gonna start crying about it or anything like that. I mean, I might be a little depressed for about an hour, but usually I get over it pretty quick. So go Go ahead.
I was gonna say motivation could help. What if we instituted some sort of like each fail is a slice of pineapple pizza or something? Like we could find ways to motivate you.
How about this?
I don't like that. I don't like this where this is going already.
I get the Pavlock, right? When I get the Pavlock, that will train me not to fuck up my live streams. Because if I fuck up my live streams, I'll just push the button and Pavlock myself. Or what I'll do is I'll leave the live stream open, I'll shut it down, I'll put some random music at the end, and I'll turn off super chats. I'll just turn it to where you can type in a command and it shocks the shit out of me, so you guys can have a good time doing that. But one way or another.
Is this the device? Pavlock? Is
Oh,
this
yeah.
some sort of thing you can wear and give yourself an electric shock? Or?
Hold on, I'm sending it to you on Discord right now. Give me 1 second. Oh wait, hold on. I gotta.
Again, this is something mainly for Team's Pornhub account. If you guys don't know about Team's Pornhub account, it's teamskepticafterdark.com.
No, it's not. Don't go looking for me on Pornhub. You're going to see something you might like what you see, but you're not going to find Team Skeptic After Dark. You're not going to find porn involving me.
Wait,
it's all
are you
a
telling
farce.
me that balding fat guy on YouTube on Pornhub with Team Skeptic isn't you?
I typed
not.
skinny scrawled out guy is what I typed, and I started getting Team right away. I'm just kidding.
That's fucked
Well,
up.
when I went onto Pornhub, I typed in
Skeletor does
patient,
porn.
and it instantly sent me to Team.
Yeah, that's the name of my my Pornhub account. Skeletor does everywhere.
I have to tell you, when I saw that you had one of those little, when I saw you had your little figurine, your little pop figurine there, I was like, oh, I was like that, because I'm gonna tell you right now, even though you don't see them on my stream, okay, I have a Corbin Dallas and Ruby Rod sitting right beside me at all times. Like it has always been there every time, ever since you guys have known me. There's been a Corbin Dallas and Ruby Rod, little whatever these figures. Say, what brand are they? I know what they are.
Funko Pops.
Yeah.
Hey,
Funko. Yeah.
Lubo in China it says your mic volume settings are too high. Both Team Skeptic and FTFE. I'm not trying to be nasty, but if we're both too loud, maybe you should turn down your device.
And maybe
But I'm looking. Well, hold on. I'm looking in here, and I'm not seeing that my mic is going.
No,
up
we purposely keep you
No,
low.
I
Brady.
guess
No one
it
wants to
is.
hear you.
That's the
Hold
best
on.
way.
Let me. They were saying my mic was too low earlier. That's why I turned it up, or you up at least. Let me go and check my own. Okay, I'm just gonna go back to
you
my
can
normal
pay to have
mic.
your own Funko Pop made.
No
let me ask
way.
the chat. If I got a Funko Pop made of me, who would buy one?
I would.
You have to,
I would definitely buy one.
Do they just make them? Do they just custom? Like, do you need to try to guarantee a minimum order or something? Or
Well, I found a company that has a contract with them that's allowed to use their kind of logo and brand to then produce the custom ones for you.
they just pour it in a vat and paint it up. Yeah, it wouldn't be that complicated. Let's face it.
Although I've been considering getting a 3D printer, and I could kind of just print some FTFE dolls for people.
I think basic
how do I print
trigonometry.
latex?
I think basic trigonometry out there is some kind of 3D printing engineer as well. Because I've had some chat with him. I think he told me that he did 3D printing and stuff. All right, so we have let's see, Jessica G says for $2 make clips of when the stream is off for the night. Yeah, those would be the best parts.
That's the best parts.
That would be the best parts. Irish Demon for $2.99 Aussie. What up, Shams? Have a look at my Flarf Spectacle ad. Yeah, let's look at that. I'll look at you. I'll look you up. First, I got to sub to you.
I got randomly taken last night, on autoplay. I don't know how. Listen, apparently, I think that you know what? I gotta agree with you, with the people who think YouTube is doing this on purpose. I think that because it seemed to funnel a bunch of us into a goddamn live stream. It was like a nonstop science program from probably the late 90s or something like that. And I just ended up in there and I let it play for a bit because I was finishing up a game. And next thing you know, I'm certain there's do you see the conversations in there, and it's all flat earth people, flat earth being you guys are all crazy. And of course I can't help it. It's like an addiction. I'm sure you guys feel it too. You're just you just all of a sudden you're typing in there. Everybody's you should have seen it. It was
you can't let a flat earther go.
Well, it was all these people that knew who I was, and they're like, yeah, these assholes have been moving through here for a while. Like, I guess they've seen, because I just thought it was interesting. Here I am in this random thing it pulled us into, and I'm surrounded by a bunch of people who know who I am, who have seen me on your channels and, on
You're famous, Brainy.
If
only we were as good as you, man.
It was like YouTube was like, we got to put there's a bunch of smurfers in there. We gotta funnel some Globers in there. It was funny. Sorry.
Oh, we're just giving.
What's your secret, Brainy? How can I be?
You can give me a hard time anytime you want. That's who I am. It's who
I'm fucking moving to Canada then. Where do I go again? You wanted a hard time. You're about to. You say anytime I want to, guys. I didn't say it. He did. Like. I'm just gonna fucking take him at his word. All right, so this is Irish Demon's video right here. Let's go ahead and give this a play. Give him some clout. Hold on 1 second. Let me check something real quick.
Give me warning before you put that on the screen.
Hey, okay, you just said something. Say it again.
Say it again.
Okay, good deal. Now I need to make sure that he's not coming in on. Okay, good. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't going to cross the streams, guys. Oh, wait. Now I got to figure out which... Hold on.
It's as true in streaming as it was in Ghostbusters, frankly.
Let me get it set up so that they're not hearing them. Yeah, there we go. Okay, good deal. Now they won't be hearing you when I play this this audio clip. But here you go.
Hey, you, handsome. Yes, you.
No,
do you do high-level research on YouTube all day? And do your eyes hurt from smoking meth and watching all those videos? Then you need Flurf Spectacles. Flurf Spectacles is the patented design that allows you to see exactly what you want to, despite all of the evidence. Flurf Spectacles have our patented anti-curve technology, which allows you to ensure that you never see anything curved, no matter how much evidence there is. It also allows you to see children as young adults and makes you think that it's okay to talk to them. Call today and don't miss out. Get your Flurf Spectacles for the low cost of $666.66. Never have to see evidence again with our patented anti-evidence screen protection technology. Order today and we will throw in some great freebies such as this anti-establishment water heater, this health-busting drink your own urine kit, and this IQ-busting intelligence hammer and smartness balls. Please be aware that the FDA does not approve the use of these spectacles, as it may cause some side effects such as schizophrenia, body odor, lack of friends, reduction in IQ, meth dependency, and in one particular case, one-way ticket on a rocket. But who cares what the FDA say, because the FDA is the government, and so is NASA. And as we all know, NASA lies, so therefore, so does the FDA. Call today and we will throw in this guaranteed virginity helmet. Call 1-800-NASA-LIES, 1-800-NASA-LIES.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
Oh my god.
I'm cooling now.
Hey,
that was actually pro level right there. That was actually... I'm frankly jealous I didn't think of that, is the reality.
Getting pretty good. I
think I might take that and put it in After Effects and make it a little better.
Yeah, and call it our own. Yeah, we should do that. Like, that was a great idea.
Put a little
for him.
Oh no, I'll do it.
I think I can make it better. I think add some cool, some shopping channel type music behind it. Have some graphics come up on the screen. I think I can make that like a cool individual video with extra bits.
You could have a shopping set network special with that thing I sent you about Red Pill.
Yeah.
So Irish Demon, good video though, man. I really I like that. Good video. For real. You're getting better every day with everything you put out. I'll tell you, man, you're getting more comfortable on the internet. You look like you belong here now. For the first maybe 3 or 4 months that you were on the internet, you look like a fish out of water. In fact, you look like a fucking fish in space. But now you actually look like a little guppy, just trying not to be eaten by the big sharks like me and Fight. Godless Scummer for €2.
Well, me, not you.
Not me, too, ass muncher. At 2 pounds, FTFE, you need to take team to the Creepy Wee Pub. Ooh, that sounds good. I'll be a pub star.
Yeah, Creepy Wee Pub. That's an awesome little pub in Dunfermline. That's literally a tiny little pub, but it's awesome. And Dunfermline's a really nice place to see as well.
Yeah, and Tarding. Oh wait, that's not says Tarding. Tad. Guys, I need glasses so fucking bad. Tad HG Keen 81 says, "Got my sub." I'm sure you're talking about fucking Irish Demon here, and that's awesome, man. He deserves your subscription. Funny individual. As a whole, he's a funny individual, but funny looking as fuck too. And he goes on camera, so.
I just caught him by chance one day, and then I did him in my stream. I did a little video that he had, and he was in the comments all of a sudden, or in the chat down below. I was like, oh shit, here he is. So yeah, no, hi buddy. Oh, you did a good job. It was the same reason I showed him. I thought it was funny. I can't remember what it was showing, but I wouldn't have shown it unless I thought he was. Oh, it was a fucking F1 racing thing. Okay, I don't know the difference between Formula 1 and F. Yeah, what was it? It was Formula and something else.
I don't know, but Nathan Thompson claimed that racing cars don't use actual fuel.
That's what it was. He was using Formula 1 and another type of racing interchangeably, and both have different rules regarding refuels.
Who was?
Yeah, well, the new rules in F1 are basically you can't refuel. I don't know why. Nathan Thompson, he gets everything wrong.
One was like a Formula type of racing, very similar looking cars, but it's not the same. The rules are very different, I guess. So I can't remember what it was. That's what it was.
Difference.
E versus Formula. That was what it was. Thanks.
Yeah.
Sorry.
All right. Now Jessica G for $2 says, "I'm pushing team over even after the wedding." Got to sign that prenup first, Jessica G, before I'll let you have any piece of this meat. But at that point, once you sign your prenup, yeah, push me over all you want. In fact, roll me over. Pivot Kairoy says for €5, "Almost missed this stream with the bell icon, but wish the bell icon actually worked for me. You're not the only one, man. Thanks for making my night shifts fun. Sucks that you got to work night shifts, but I'm glad we can keep you entertained during them." And I'm not one to tell you that I think that YouTube's taking away notifications and this and that from people or removing people from it. I don't have any data to suggest that or to suggest that it's not happening. I just haven't seen data to suggest that, so I'm not going to suggest that that's happening. But if you guys feel like you're not getting notifications for my channel, the best thing to do is to go run over to the bell, click the bell, move it to off or personalized, and then move it back all the way to the all one. And then at that point, you should be getting all notifications again. But get this, I've done that so many times from my own personal account, which is separate from my YouTube account. My phone is tied to my personal account, and even I don't get notifications. In fact, let's see. I haven't checked my phone today, so let's see if I got a notification. I watch without even looking at my phone. I'm going to guarantee that tonight I got a notification for my own fucking thing. Let's see. Anton Petrov, Optima, Akkad Daily. Oh, look at that! No Team Skeptic. I did not.
What phone are you using? That better not be an iPhone.
No, it's not an iPhone. It's an Android. No Team Skeptic. I didn't even get notified for my own channel, and I absolutely, on this phone, it's set up to my personal email account, my personal YouTube account, and all that. And on this phone, I should be receiving. I receive Fights notifications. I receive Brainy's notifications, Creaky, Simon Dance, Conspiracy Cats. I get all the notifications. Greater Sapien. I don't get mine, though. So I don't know why I don't get mine. So I can understand when people say that they don't get notifications from a channel because there are times when you just don't get notifications. But I don't think it's site-wide or anything. I just think it's fucked up. I just think their system is fucked up because they used to have it to where if you were sub to a channel, you got a notification. That's the way it should be. If you're sub to a channel, you should get a notification. Now they want to save money, so they're like, okay, well, let's not tell everybody. Let's just say now when you want all notifications, you have to say I want all notifications. Well, it saves them money because they don't have to send that data out every time I post a video. Instead of sending it to 27,000 subscribers, it's sending it to like 3,000 subscribers at most. Like, there's only about 3,000 of you out there that have notifications for my channel turned on. And that means notifications turned on YouTube and notifications turned on your phone. If you don't have those notifications, if you don't have push notifications, well, having the notifications set to all really doesn't help you, because you're not going to get notified if you don't have it set up. But that has to do with your phone and not YouTube. So it's a big thing. It involves a lot of shit. But all right, let's go with the next one. Christopher Kane for $6.99 Canadian. Is this stream going anywhere? We're just over 30 minutes in, and I'm starting to lose my erection. Yeah, we'll take this stream
again.
somewhere
That's
in a minute.
Pornhub/Team Skeptic.
Yeah.
That's where you need to go for that.
Yeah, you're on the wrong Team Skeptic site. Oh, watch! I just got a notification. Right? Let's see. Watch it be mine.
I'm gonna go to Pornhub
No.
/Team Skeptic.
Okay, that was for Penguin Zero. So no, I didn't get a notification still for my my channel. No notification. No big deal.
Has
though.
it
I
told
don't
you
care.
yet about my video tomorrow morning at 10 a.m.? I don't actually. care.
No one's got notifications on for you, so
Exactly. No, but anyway, so everybody knows that's what's happening tomorrow at 10 a.m. Anyways, that's all. Done.
Yeah. Now Ed Free says you don't get notifications of your own account while logged in on that account. Now I am logged in on my personal account on this phone, which is not my fatherskeptic@gmail.com. I do get fatherskeptic@gmail push notifications on this phone, but I stay logged in for my for my personal account. So, and I do get notifications from my channel randomly. I don't get them all the time, but I do get them randomly. So I don't know what's going on. Like I said, I don't like bitching and complaining about stuff like that because I simply don't have the data to back up anything that I'm saying regarding this. I can just speak from my own personal experience in that I get some notifications, but not all notifications, and I am set to all. But yeah, thanks, Ed. Appreciate it. Let's see. Luchin Andrews for 10 Ronald dollars. Stop talking about Batman and let's talk about Mage. We need to actually get him on. I think he's the one that wants to talk to you about the supernatural, right? Possibility of supernatural.
No. Mage is Mr. Sensible is doing a project called Mage, which is Mission Above Globe Earth, where he's sending a weather balloon up with a payload, with a camera and stuff. So maybe we should get Mr. Sensible on it sometime to talk about that.
Yeah. In fact, if he's in the fucking chat, make yourself known, and we'll bring you on tonight so you can talk about it. But regardless, isn't Luchin? He wants to talk to you about he wants to debate you on the possibility of supernatural.
No, that's rampant.
Right? Rampant. I'm sorry, Luchin. I got you mixed up there for a second.
Yeah, with the claps.
Rampant. Yes. Yeah, with the claps, exactly. See, a Chilean pesos. Rangerman 9404. We still need to get him on for that. For $5, if the stream is too loud, turn down the brightness of your monitor. Ah, good point. JM Truthisms right there, guys. Nathan's tampons for $2. Talk about
get JM Truth.
Talk AB 100 miles south, 100 west, 100 north on a flat Earth and globe. I'm not sure what you mean. Nathan's tampons.
He's made the point. Nathan's tampons made the point a few times that you could only do what he's saying on the globe. It wouldn't work on a flat Earth.
Oh, okay. Let's see. South.
Like traveling 100 miles from the North Pole.
South, yeah.
West,
yeah,
then,
it would get you back to the same spot. It wouldn't do that on a
flat Earth, yeah.
On a flat Earth, yeah. Yeah, because then you'd have to walk in a curve. Two of them would be straight, and one of them would be a curve like this. So, but good point. Maybe I'll bring that up in an upcoming video. Rangerman 9404. My Fleur spectacles are better. They can even insert a 20-second discrepancy between a SpaceX and a Red's rhetoric video. Somebody should have grabbed JM True spectacles. Those motherfuckers can bend light.
Why don't
friends.
you just send JM Truth a message and bring him on?
I invited him on for a mask debate again because he says he got all of his He said he has all of his. Let me write him a message right now and see if he's around. He says he got all of his information.
He said that he said that he had proof that Reds had faked the rocket launches, and then negative exponents trolled him.
Who doesn't do the research themselves? It's so ridiculous. I mean, he just
JM Truth. More importantly, who doesn't do the research themselves and then insist that they do?
Yeah, so Brandon.
I just meant in this sense, because if he's going to go out and put his fingers together and go, well, the tables have turned, sir, then you better do a little bit of your own looking.
Now, I want to say, Brainy, that that's one of the things that separates me from them, right? And I'm not going to speak on everybody's behalf here. I'm sure we all do the same thing, but I'm going to talk only from my point of view, my viewpoint. One of the reasons why it takes me so long to get a video out is because I research it myself. I don't just go and listen to what one person said and go, oh, okay, and I write down in my own words what they said. No, that's not what I do. I go and I do much research. I look at source material. I try to get down to something that isn't being cited, basically, that I'm looking at the citation instead of what's citing the citation. I think that's extremely important when it comes to research. And flat earthers don't do that. They just don't understand the importance of looking beyond a citation and actually looking at the cited work. Because when you look at the cited work, sometimes you can realize that a lot of this is being taken out of context. Without the cited work, you can't really come to the conclusion that something's being taken out of context or not, because they could just say, oh yeah, so and so said this in the article, and they might be leaving out the words, what we thought was going to happen was we should be getting X with X, and they say, oh, look, in the article, they say we should be getting X with X. Therefore, that's what they mean. Whereas when we see it, we go and look it all the way through and make sure that it's, that what it's saying is really what is being conveyed in the grander scheme of things. I just don't think flat earthers do that.
No, fair enough.
Oh, man, Eric Hare. Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. No, I was just going to say Derp had put out something with vaccination stuff again, or some study, and fair enough, it was a study. It is a thing, they're right on the cusp of right all the time, but I mean, it was a study that he posted that was basically put on by the U.S. Department of something or other study. It was medical stuff, but anyways, they were basically testing what the message to use, what people's responses would be to whether or not they will accept a vaccination depending on the message that was delivered. Did you see that one? Whether it be I'll send you the link. It was basically saying 1/15 of the study group would get placebo, 1/15 would get this other generic. The placebo was just them reading something on a passage on bird feeding. And then after that, it was telling them, hey, that it helps doing the freedom message. You can get back to your freedoms and everybody can get back to the freedoms they were enjoying if you get this vaccination. And the next one was the fear one. If you don't get this vaccination, you could be killed, your family could be hurt, kind of thing. And it was basically, it's a study to see what message had best results. And that's fine on the outside. That's scary. But I mean, that's just a study. I mean, they do studies.
Were they saying were they saying that the fear gets the most results?
No, that's what I mean, though. It was literally just the breakdown of the study showing that this was a study that they're working on, I believe, that was basically saying, this is what they're going to do, is that 1/15 is going to be, it's fear, 1/15 is freedom, 1/15 is bravery. People who don't get the vaccinations aren't brave, I guess, was what the example it had in there.
To me.
That's all of it is just it's a study. It's just a fucking study. It means nothing other than that they are trying to see what message performs better. Yeah, but you know what? The Republican administrations have done studies on what words work better for global warming versus that's why they call it climate change now, because it was a softer word that was less alarming to people, they found, so it was easier. That's why we don't hear global warming as much.
All right,
anyways,
and then
it's just studies.
It says, let's see. I was gonna read. Eric Hare says it's called the original source. It's an extremely important concept in journalism. always find the original source. Exactly correct. And it says, I really appreciate that you do this, by the way. This is so incredibly cool. Thank you. And again, man, I can't say how much that I appreciate our interactions on Creaky Blinders and Conspiracy Catch channel. It was great. Let's see. Jeff says to FTFE, is that a BlackBerry that Team Skeptic's using? No, I stopped using a BlackBerry last week. Thank you for asking. All right, let's see. Morton Nielsen said, Team, did you know that Kay's Cooking Channel gained 400 subs since last time? What? Is she blowing up? Let's look at her real quick. Let's see what's going on over at Kay's Cooking Channel.
Let's watch one.
Yeah, let's watch a Kay's Cooking Channel. Come on, 30,000 subs.
I'm ignorant. Who's Kay's cooking? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Kay.
I don't know why I missed this. I don't know what happened, but the last time I looked at this channel, the only videos I saw were from like a year ago. So now she's cooking. She's got 3.2K subs in 11 hours. Okay. Or I'm sorry. 3.2K views on her last video in the past 11 hours. Let's give her a watch real quick. Because I really
She wears Iron Maiden t-shirts.
Yeah, no, I watched a video of hers. It was really fucking cool. So let's give her.
Am I ignorant? Am I supposed to know who this is? I feel like I know that name. Why do I know that name?
Well, they've been mentioning it. I believe Morton Nielsen's been mentioning it. Yeah. So let's give Morton Nielsen's channel a watch. It's not his channel, but the channel he's suggesting a watch real quick. Give me 1 second. All right, here we go. We'll watch a little bit of it.
Today, I'm going to be doing rissoles.
Rissoles?
Right, as you can see, I've got all the ingredients around me. Well, not around me, but all the ingredients I'm going to need. Now, I'm going to cook the honey, I know.
Wait, did she just stop talking?
Ooh, there's an extra bit inside. And take all the skin off
YouTube.
As thin as I
Find
can.
anything.
Yeah, let's see. I want to get to where she's actually cooking it. Let's go. Let's move it up.
It's so hot. That's a teaspoon.
God, that looks so good to me. All that
I'm
meat.
gonna mix it all in. And then I'm gonna add.
It's not in a tube, so you're on fire.
What's that?
I said it's not in a tube, so Team Skeptic's excited.
It probably came out of a tube. I'm very excited.
Add an egg.
Oh my God! Don't do it! Don't. Oh, did you see how she broke that egg? There's all kinds of shell in that shit. She just smashed the shit out of that egg with the spoon. You know, whoever eats this, they're gonna be like, "What's that crunchy taste? What's that crunchy shit I'm getting in here?" And they're gonna be like, "Oh, that's onions." No,
it's just extra protein.
It's egg. It's eggshell. You kidding me?
I'm gonna mix that with my hands. Let me just check on my list. Yes, I've got everything. Yes, done. I'm gonna mix it with my hands. That's very great.
Oh, it looks so good.
As you can see, it's now finished and done and cut up. So now for the taste test.
Who was that? You? That in there?
Really enough, tastes like a bacon.
It tastes like bacon. Oh, I put all the...
Hold on, what did he say?
Tastes like a
pig. He said it tastes like paper.
Oh,
pig.
It tastes like bacon.
Tastes like a pig, right?
Oh, I put all the
burger.
seasonings it said to do.
Oh, I see.
Tastes like a burger. All right, man.
She's got
fucking
30,000
awesome.
subs. Fair play to her.
Yeah, good on her, man. Good on her. Hell yeah. So we might have to do a cooking with Kay segment every live stream just to check in.
I think we need to get Kay on for an episode of SOS.
Yeah, hold on. Let me get this window closed and back. Yeah, that would be fucking cool as shit too.
Like
to have her come on.
Her top video's
SOS.
got 372,000 views.
That's fucking awesome. All right, let me get back over here.
She makes a meat feast pizza, some Mexican food.
A meat feast pizza? Oh my God, no cheese, please. I'm good on. I need no cheese on that.
It's not a pizza without cheese, you heathen.
All right, let's see. But thank you, Morton Nielsen, for your 45 Donkey Kong dollars.
Oh, fuck you, Bella Charge. She says, look, it's FTFE in his younger days.
Yes.
She, I always call you a girl. No, that's what I'm fucking calling you a girl now. That's what you're getting, Bella.
That's funny because anybody that watches the gaming stream knows that Bella's a dude. And but it's so funny because everybody knows Bella as like, hey, Bella, you know, like a short, like a kind of affectionate name for your significant other. And it's typically a woman when you say that, you know. So whenever like me, I say Bella is short for Bella Charge. The natural instinct is for people to think that Bella's a girl, but Bella's not a girl. Bella's very much a man, and Bella is receiving my mankini. At some point, he will receive my mankini and a signed mug from me. It's already on.
Are you going to wash it first?
No, I mean, well, get this. I sent it to him. It was returned to me because it got damaged. So everything's still good on the inside. Just the box got damaged. The label got damaged, so they weren't able to deliver it. But my mom got it.
Damaged the mankini.
So get this.
But my
I
mom
mailed it.
got it. Oh no!
Listen, I sent it out. Right? And I hit him up. I've been contacting him, say, hey, man, have you got your package yet? And he said, no, I haven't got it yet. No big deal. It's going to take a long time. He sent stuff overseas, and it's still, in holding in some places. So I was talking to him. I was like, well, I hit him up, and I said, hey, my mom got a package from you. Or not from you. I was like, my mom got a package, and she asked if, I asked him, I said, did you send me a package? He said, no, I didn't send you anything. I said, okay. I said, because my mom received a package from New Zealand today, and it was addressed to me. And he was like, no. I'll try to do his voice. No, wasn't me, mate. So then I went and checked it. I went over to my mom's house and got it, and sure enough, it was just a return to sender. Because I guess it made it over there and got shipped back because the something happened. The label got damaged on it. You couldn't read you couldn't clearly read the address. You could make it out, but you couldn't clearly read it. So I had to resend it to him. But it's has my mankini in it. I thought for a second, I was like, oh God, I almost told my mom to open it. And I was like, nah, don't open it. Don't open it. Just, I don't know what it is. But I didn't think it was the mankini at first. But she usually, like, if I get a package in the mail and it's something more than what we would normally expect me to get, I will tell her, hey, go ahead and open it and tell me what's in it, just in case it's something that's time sensitive. And I almost told her to open it, and I was like, nah, Mom, hold on, don't open that one. I'll come by there and get it tomorrow. And then when I got there and saw it, it was actually the package. Yeah, exactly. She knows about my Mankini t-shirt, by the way. And for those of you that don't know about it, I need to share that link in the chat. So let's see. We have we have then Ilya Moon for $5. Said congrats for 600 at Johnny O, which is the plot hole, and 300 for PhD Tony. And let's get Huge Arse up there and NASA Black Site. 100% agreed for Huge Arse and NASA Black Site. Yep. Good people. PhD Tony will grow quickly in our community. And that's my prediction. Yeah, that is my absolute prediction with the information that he has, the very unique and professional information that he has, as well as his ability to control conversation professionally when necessary, and then to take it to that next step, to be a polite professional to an aggressive professional because you're dealing with such disingenuousness or dishonesty, intellectual dishonesty when debating some of these dipshits. So you, my friend, have a long, you have a long path to go, but you're going to do very well. You're going to do very well in this community. Bella Charge. And then as for Johnny O, meh. Speaking of Johnny O, this Saturday, I'm heading out to Johnny O's house for a barbecue. Me, him, and JL Warren will be going out there to have a little lunch. We had a dinner last month. I think this month we're going to do a lunch out at Johnny O's house. So I'll probably be live streaming during the daytime for that. You have a debate Saturday night, correct? Fight?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So I'll probably be doing a daytime stream with Johnny O and JL Warren out of his house. If we do it Saturday, if we do it Sunday, I'm not sure. But if we do it Saturday, I'll go out there for a cookout. So let's see. Bella Charge for $2 New Zealand. I hear Jessica keeps Team in a basement. It's the other way around. I keep her in a basement. She just right now she has a very fucking small flip phone, a Razor flip phone that she can text, and I have the words help blocked. Like every time she types help, it's a macro that says I love Team Skeptic, and she can't change that macro, so she cannot. Any version of help she tries to type will only result in saying I love Team Skeptic. So Jessica, do me a favor, just type help one time in the chat, Jessica. Okay, just type help, and we'll see if the macro works. Dionus for $5. Can you guys debate Odd TV? He's my favorite flathead. I don't know that he does.
I've tried. He runs.
Yeah, I don't know that he does flat Earth stuff anymore.
Look,
I have not.
Think
seen
of a flat earther, and I've challenged them. If I haven't debated them, it's because they are too scared to debate. That's the only reason. Because there isn't a flat earther, at least big ones that I haven't challenged. I mean, I literally messaged Bob on Facebook, just the 2 words, "Sup, Bob," and he blocked me instantly.
Bob. Yeah, I'm gonna. I need to reach out to Mark Sargent, see if I can get him on for just a brief chat.
Oh, he's emailed me a few times.
Yeah, I know. I can reach out to him through
refuses to
email
come
and
on.
stuff. Yeah, but he does have a phone, and he does have a phone number that he shares. So he might not have a choice as to whether he's going to come on or not. You know what I mean? He might. I live in a one consent state, guys. I don't know what the fuck to tell you. You know?
Fuck it, let's just call him right now.
Okay.
Do it.
Fuck it.
I've
Will
done
you grab his phone number for me and shoot it
Go
to
to
me?
any one of his videos anywhere.
Yeah. Brainy, will you grab it since you're familiar with it?
Oh,
Will you grab me grab that and send it over here? Let's see.
Man, once I've got more subscribers than him, I'll be happy. Well, I'm happy now with my subscribers, but that would be amazing.
Yeah, it says right here.
There we go. Contact Mark directly at 303-494-6631.
Oh, it was you, Crafty. Okay. All right, good job. I was going to say something popped up over here, but
There you go, team. I've just sent you his number.
A little faster than me. I was just there when you got it. So.
Let me see how I can do this. Hold on. Let's see.
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
Get Mark
I'm
Sargent.
trying to remember. You know what? I'll call him. Should I call him on my phone, or should I just go ahead and set up a Google number so you guys can hear it properly?
Do the Google number.
Because I think I can do a Google. Let me.
I was able to eventually do Google Voice stuff and do it, so should be able to.
Excuse me.
It's harder for me. I don't know. They don't give me as many options for that stuff.
There was a way that you could call people.
Okay.
Yeah, you do Hangouts. That's what it was. I do Hangouts. Yeah, Hangouts has a phone feature.
Hangouts has a phone feature? No way. Okay.
Yes, sir. That's what it was. Yep. I'm sure of it now. Because I was trying to figure out ways to do it and be able to stream it, through the audio on the PC without, I don't want to have to hang a phone in front of the computer.
I see it now. Okay. All right. Let me click on phone call. Okay. I guess I have to click new conversation. Oh, yeah, I can do it. Okay,
Yeah, very
great.
cool. So you just call somebody from within Hangouts.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
I need to make sure
it worked.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Give me
free.
1 second.
Well, probably within certain spheres of influence. Like, I'm able to call anywhere in North America, I think, for sure, anyways.
Yeah, it's that, like I could literally call my mum right now from Hangouts. Call my mum, get on the stream. If I called my mum at 2 a.m., she would murder me. But on my guys, for my 40-hour stream, would you like to have a chat with my mum? Should we get my mum on to have a chat? Because my mum can't believe there's people as stupid as flat earthers. And I think you quite enjoy having a talk with my mum.
My dad still doesn't believe it to this point. Honestly, if he doesn't even know, he thinks they're all faking it. He thinks there's no way people are this dumb.
Oh yeah, they're dumb like this.
Rob Bennett, sorry, we do try to read the comments. What did you say that we've missed, Rob Bennett? Member link. If you want to become a member, you just click the join button down by the subscribe button. But if one of the mods could please post Teams member link in the chat.
Yeah, sorry about that, Rob. And yeah, we do try to get. I do try to. Make sure that we all that I have enough of both the super chats and the regular chat. Now, hey guys, I see people saying that Mark Sargent lives in a 2-party consent state, but I don't know if that does it apply to me. I'm in a 1-party consent state, so don't I just have to?
As long as one of them's in a 1-party consent, that's fine. I mean, that's what I understand. I'm not American or a lawyer, but
okay.
Yeah,
so before I do something stupid, okay, let me ask you guys something. Can somebody find out make sure that I'm protected by living in a 1-party consent state? I live in Texas. It's 1-party consent, so.
I mean, if you're not, yeah.
You are originating the call.
It's fine if you're a 1-party consent. Then that's all you need. If you're federal law permits recording telephone calls, in-person conversations without the consent of at least one of the parties. So.
Okay, well, what I'll do, look, I'm one of those honesty guys, right? I don't fucking try to get over on people. I like to be upfront and honest. I'm just going to have a quick chat before we get into anything and say, hey, look, I'm doing this live. I just wanted to call and say hi and see how are you doing.
See if he wants a link to join the VMix call, you know?
And I'll tell him that we'll talk.
Free.
Yeah, I'll tell him we'll talk about anything other than Flat Earth if he doesn't want to talk about Flat Earth. If he wants to tell us how things are going in his life and his love life with who he's tracking down these days, now that Patricia Steers off the table or out of his dungeon, I guess.
When Patricia put on his hat and he just looked at her with the full. I mean, I could put a thought bubble next to that and say, I'm never washing that hat again.
Yeah. All right, here we go. I'm giving him a call, guys. Give me 1 second.
If he answers, I have a feeling he doesn't answer the phone ever.
Bro. He's gonna answer. Can y'all hear it ringing?
No.
Now, yes.
Oh, yes, I hear it.
I'm almost gonna be mad if he answers
it.
Oh my god, because he never answers it for me.
You've reached Mark Sargent at 303-494-6331.
Hold on, I'm still going to leave him a message.
Leave me a message or email me at msargent23 at contact.
I don't know this number.
MSARGEN.
I don't know this phone number to this Google phone. So I'm not going to leave him a message this time. But here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to find out find out the phone number, and on our next live stream, we're going to give him another call. We're going to call Mark until he answers the fucking phone. That's going to be how we're going to fucking do it. Not that one day.
Every day.
Every time we go live, Team Skeptic, will call Mark Sargent at least one time for you, the chat, because I want to bring him on and see how things are going. See what's up with Incel Daily, because I'm not there. So I'm gonna I don't have any inside scoop on it. I'm gonna need Mark to tell me what it's like living in the world of incels. But
I was calling him every stream for a little bit, but I gave him a break for a bit.
I'll send him a message, and I'll leave him a message and say, hey, it's Team Skeptic. Would love to talk to you. Give me a call.
There is other flat earthers that leave their number in their videos, like CC Chris from Westchester County.
Yeah, he leaves his boy. It's got to be a Poe.
Is it time to give Chris from CC a call? Do you guys just want us to call flat earthers tonight? We can do that. You want to take this one fight?
It's really easy. I have money on mine.
He will answer the phone. He will literally answer the phone.
Okay.
Send me the number. I can't phone outside of the UK either.
Send me the number.
So give me the option to phone UK numbers.
Yeah, it's because North America is on its own phone block. That's why I can usually phone anywhere in North America.
Send me the number. I'll troll him live.
Done it.
Oh, you did? Okay, give me a second. Let me pull this up.
Well, ignore the one for US.
Yeah. Here we go.
He's answered before.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey, CC.
Yeah. Hi.
Hey, how you doing? I'm Team Skeptic from Texas. We're just calling you because.
Yeah. Great. Okay. Well, you know what?
Hey.
I don't have much time for you.
I'm not being. Okay. Hey, understand.
No. I already.
Would you ever have a
that's right.
conversation
Okay,
with
good.
me? Would you ever have a conversation with me in the future?
Why?
Friendly conversation. We have difference in ideas. I understand that, but I'm not here to troll you or anything. I'm just here to have a conversation with you.
No, that's fine. I mean, your subs and everything that you've done since we last spoke. You got what, 25,000 now? 30,000?
I've never spoke to you, sir. I've never personally spoke to you. You may have been speaking to somebody else, but you were definitely not speaking with me. This is the first time you and I have talked.
Really? Okay. Well, I mean, that might be very well maybe true, but.
CC, would you ever be interested in having a conversation with me one-on-one? We don't have to turn it into ridicule. We can just have a difference of opinion conversation. Would you like to have that one day with me?
Well, that's a debate.
Well, yeah, but in the colloquial term, yeah, it's a debate, but it's not like we don't have to set it up so that there is a one person's right, one person's wrong type format. We could just have it as a discussion of ideas.
Look, why don't you get your friend? Why don't you get your friend Cy Dan to debate me? That's what I
can
want.
make that happen.
I know you keep in contact. Oh,
yeah, I can make that happen.
But I want a lot. No, if you can make it happen, this would be absolutely incredible. Because I want a live debate with him now.
Okay.
That's what I would like to do. That's somebody I would like to speak to. All right. Now, I'm not giving any, disrespect to you, but I would like to go to the source, to him, and I want to do a live debate with him.
Source.
Yeah.
Live. Nothing but live.
No, I understand. I understand.
don't care.
But
that's what I want to do.
Why would you? But just
Then
out of
I'll speak to
curiosity,
you.
why wouldn't you speak to
No,
me? I mean, he just has more. He just has more subs than me, but we both started at about the same time.
You're under the same umbrella under him. I want to go to the source, just like people would like to go to the source with Mark Sargent.
Well, I called
like
Mark
a live
Sargent. He
debate
wouldn't
with Cy
answer.
Dan.
So I appreciate. Hold on. I called Mark Sargent. He wouldn't answer me.
Come on, he didn't answer your phone call.
No, he did not. No, I'm dead serious. Dead serious. But I will tell you this. I respect the fact that you did answer the phone. We're just calling. Basically, we're just calling people who have opinions that are different than mine, and I'm looking for a discussion.
That's fine. I appreciate it, and I will be more than happy to discuss it. But I want to discuss it with Cy Dan, and then I will discuss it with you.
Okay.
So if you can set up a live conversation with him, completely live.
Hi, Chris.
Unscripted,
This is Craig,
no
FTFE.
pre-recorded nonsense.
Dan's
that's
a good
fine,
friend
because
of
all
mine.
my videos are obviously live. That's how I made it, and that's how I've been always doing it for many years now.
Okay.
So that's what I would like to have with him. And if I could have that, you can set that up. Much appreciation, and I will have one with you, no problem at all. Okay?
All right, yes, sir. Hey, I'm going to be calling you in a couple of days after I speak with Dan, and so I can at least give you a yes or no confirmation on that. I appreciate you taking the time out. I appreciate you taking the time to answer this call, and you have a good night, sir.
Okay, do me a favor. Don't call too late because I am working full time, and
I'm sorry.
Family, so.
Yeah, it's 8 o'clock where I'm
right,
at. I didn't think that was too late. I apologize. I'll call earlier in the day next time.
No. Remember, I'm on the East Coast. I'm an hour ahead of you. Okay. All right, so it's 9 o'clock now. So just, keep it at a regular time. Even during the daytime would be even better. All right, I appreciate that. All right, have a good night. Thanks.
Yep, take care. All right.
I mean, everybody's got a concept of what's late.
The fucking phone, right?
So, problem is that Dan won't debate. He's always said he doesn't debate. It's not what he does.
I can still reach out to him.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
We could probably arrange for you to have a conversation with him on Simon Dan's channel. That could possibly get done.
Yeah. See, he should be.
And, if
I don't understand that concept.
To ask Simon Dan some questions, then.
I don't understand that concept when he said.
He thinks that Simon Dan is kind of ahead of us in the hierarchy. He thinks we're all controlled opposition, that we're paid, blah blah blah. And in his mind, Simon Dan is basically our boss.
That's what he meant by the going to the source. Going to the source. I got it now. It was throwing me off when he kept saying to go to the source. It's like, what are you talking about? All right, let's see. Crafty Keela for €5.
Simon Dan, you moron, not
Cy Dan. Crafty Keela for €5. Much love and support to you all. Got to run for pub chat on the EIE network. Stay awesome. Hoping to wake up to team failing at Call of Duty again. You will 100% wake up to me failing at Call of Duty tonight. Because I am playing it 100% for sure. Got to get those watch hours up so I can get monetized over there. You know what I mean? Jessica G for $2. Speaking of, the reusable diapers are in the mail. Nice. PhD Tony, my reusable diapers or your reusable? I think I just use them. You reuse them. So I wear them first. You wear them second. We just call them reusable diapers. PhD Tony for $5 Aussie dollars. The super chat won't let me detail the dire fate that will befall you if you don't subscribe to Sit Down with Debunkers and NASA Black Site 69. Do it or you will be scienced. Yes, you will. Agreed, PhD Tony. YouTube's algorithm or YouTube's filter will not let him describe what's going to happen to you if you don't subscribe to those two channels. Nathan Termson for $2 Aussie dollars. He'd gone full Gordon Ramsay. He's after the sauce. Yeah, CC wants that attention. Let's see.
If anyone knows of any other flat earthers that have their phone numbers freely available on their channel, let us know because we'll call some more.
Yeah, I don't mind that. I actually have a good time doing that with people. So, have you seen my CC video? Beaver liked it. Demon Orb. I think I'm subscribed to you, man. So I'm pretty sure I have seen it. It's a while back, right? It was maybe like 3 months ago or something. I'll go jump over there in 1 second to check it out. All right, UTB Doug. UTB Doug for £2. Simon Dan. Oh yeah, Simon Dan. I love that guy. LOL. Yeah, UTB Doug. But he was calling him Sidan. Sidan.
All right, hold on.
But Simon Dan. I love that. Nathan's tampons for £2. Game changer. Calling flatards. We need this.
So the Mexican Bob says with the hierarchy, obviously it goes Simon Dan, underneath him is Cats, then it's FTFE and then Team.
It used to be a completely different order. It used to be Team, Simon Dan, Conspiracy Cats, and fucking Fight the Flat Earth weren't even a thought.
I wasn't even thought of, I wasn't, yeah.
Me and Dan had not even talked about having little Flat Earth debunker babies yet. That didn't come till a few months later after we started getting together. Then when we linked up via comment section, because we were both really smaller channels, we started fucking around, and our little fuck babies were Conspiracy Cats, Fight the Flat Earth. Their little fuck babies were Radical and Brainy, and then even more little fuck babies happened. Then we had our fuck uncle, which was Bob the Science Guy, who was around doing other things. Didn't even realize we were related. Yeah. We didn't even realize we were related until we did a fuck genealogy test from fuck.com. And now we realize that we're fucking related to fucking Uncle fucking Bob. So, oh, and Professor Phil Bell, that's another fuck that we like. Yes, one of my favorite fucks, in fact. In fact,
Phil Bell is one of Team Skeptic's favorite fucks. Confirmed.
Let me read this for you guys too. Professor Phil Bell is going to be conducting free physics classes on Monday or Tuesday evening GMT on Zoom. If you want to secure a ticket,
spam it to Flat Earthers.
Yes, please. Flat Earthers need apply. If you want to secure a ticket, DM Professor Bell on Discord. Places are limited, so don't delay. The physics classes will be aimed at GCSE and A level at first, moving into college level physics and chemistry. This is something I do, guys. I want to tell y'all something. One of the things I like to do in my free time is I go watch lectures in science. To be honest with you, you might not get a degree doing this, but you can definitely get some great information. You can take all the courses that are basically taught at places like Stanford, I'm not sure if MIT does it, but I think Cambridge has classes. Almost all the universities have these free lecture classes, even on YouTube, that you can go sit down and watch, and they're 3 to 6 hour lectures. And there'll be a teacher with a board on front of them writing equations down, explaining it out. You don't have the interaction between the teacher and the student to help you if you're kind of lost, so it can be a bit difficult. Thank goodness that we have people like Professor Phil Bell, PhD Tony, Clive Wells, people that are in this community that we can reach out to and say, hey, what does this really mean? Or, help me understand this if I'm struggling.
Yeah,
but
I'm just a dumb point and laugh channel, but you actually know what you're talking about, so please help.
Oh yeah, no,
I'm
point and laugh too.
Me and team can call people idiots till the cows come home, but only people like PhD Tony can actually debunk, because they have such a broad scientific knowledge. I only wish I was half as smart as them.
Yeah. So definitely check out Professor Phil Bell. If you have any questions, you see him all the time in the live chat, just tag him, ask him the question about how to become a part of that, or message him on Discord, and he will get you the information that you'll need to take part in the physics lectures. And again, highly encourage you, from me to you, I highly encourage you to go out there, take these lectures, sit in on the classes, absorb some knowledge, even if you're just like doing it while you're cooking or doing it while you're doing something else. Leave it on and listen, absorb some of the knowledge, participate, ask questions if you have questions. Even with me and Fight the Flat Earth, you can also ask us questions. We can try to answer them or redirect you to somebody who can, like PhD Tony and Professor Phil Bell. All right. Oh, Solixis says, raising hand. Yep. You should have offered at PhD Tony for the slaughter of CC. At PhD Tony is the butcher. Oh, hey, yeah, you know what? That's a good point.
So,
if Simon Dan won't do it, maybe I'll set you up, PhD Tony, or either you and Professor Phil Bell, because if he's willing to debate Simon Dan, he should be willing to debate y'all. Y'all have PhDs, y'all are scientists, so he should be willing to debate you guys as well. And I'll set it up as a professional debate if he wants it to.
I've just sent you another number, team, which is actually for the Flat Earth Society. They have their number on their website.
What do I call and ask them?
Why do you think the Earth's flat?
All right. I guess our number one question that we ask everybody, what's your number one piece of evidence that the Earth is flat?
How much lead paint did you drink as a child? You can ask that.
All right. Chat, get your questions in that you want to ask the Flat Earth Society right now.
Your call cannot be completed as dialed. Please check the number and dial again. 156.
Oh, Flat Earth Society, don't.
Your call cannot be completed as dialed.
Oh my
Please check the
God,
number
that
and
was
dial
classic. Are you sure that's the number?
156.
Yeah.
T.
865-277-6243.
Let me take out the dashes. So read it off to me. 855.
No, 865.
Oh, 865. Okay.
277-6243.
Here we go. We're calling him again. All right, let's see. Yep.
Your call cannot be completed as dialed. Please check the number and dial again.
Did anybody else in the chat find any Flat Earther phone numbers?
Your call cannot be completed as dialed.
Hold
Please
on, I'll
check
shut
the
it
number
down.
and dial
I'm
again.
waiting for it to finish running through that.
1.
There you go.
I've been honestly thinking of getting a second phone and just having it on my channel so that Flat Earthers can phone me. I mean, I'm sure the voicemail would be full of a bunch of funny stuff.
Yeah.
Jackalope Herdmaster, who's that number for? 867-5309. That doesn't seem like enough numbers.
Hold on, I'm reading something right now. I apologize. Stuart Christmas, I just saw your email. I'll get back to you on that because I think I actually agree with you in the email that you just sent. All right, let's see. Let me read these super chats. You said we have a new phone number, right?
Where is it?
Oh, Nathan's Tampons. I agree with you 100%. This is a game changer. Calling flat tards. Yeah. We need to give Brainy the con.
I got trolled by 8675309. What? Why? What did I do?
No, give you the con, like to talk to the flat earthers. Give you a phone call.
I've spoken to CC once. We called him. I think it was Schrodinger pulled his phone out and dialed him up.
Yeah, and Syed Ahmad, I agree with you 100%. $4.99, the nerve of CC. He wants the source. How disrespectful to team and FTF.
The Jenny number.
You guys are great. He would get smashed if he debated a garden hose. 100% agree. In fact, that's why I asked him. I was like, well, hold on. Why does it have to be Simon Dan? I've been on here as long as he has. I can answer any question you can throw at him. You could throw it at me, and I could give you just as good of an answer.
It would have been funnier if he just whipped out something like, I ain't talking to no Skeletor-looking mother effer.
That would have been hilarious. I would have given him mad props for that. But, yeah, Simon Dan's a great content creator, and I've only really seen him in one debate.
Who?
So I don't
Never
even
heard
know
of
that.
him.
Yeah, Cy Dan. You've never heard of Cy Dan?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, is that a new guy?
Yeah, if you're not subscribed to Cy Dan, go subscribe. Or Simon.
Isn't it
Dan.
no Simon Dan?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Or
right.
Cy-Fan Dan. That's what somebody else calls him. Cy-Fan Dan.
No, but Simon Dan doesn't debate. He's hosted maybe 4 debates on his channel. But he doesn't debate, and he's always said that he's got no interest in debating a flat earther. He'd rather just poke fun at them.
Oh, yeah.
Debating to people like you and I. And that's absolutely fine. That's his choice. It's cool. He has always said straight up, no, I'm not debating. I've got no interest in doing that. He's more than happy to host the debate, so any flat earther that wants to debate me but is worried about me making money off of it, cool, I'll do it on Simon Dan's channel. I don't make any money from that. Obviously, I get the NASA bonus when I'm on Simon Dan. I mean, not the. I shouldn't have said that.
I've been plugging things into the thing the Canadian Space Agency put in my hand fight, and I've been using it like that thing where it says if you get that screensaver, you can like help make Bitcoin or something. I've seen one of those things around here recently where you can make money with your screensaver or something. I don't click on things like that.
Well, that's just the Canadian one because you guys didn't have the funding. They had to fund a lot of it by outsourcing adverts. So you might find that you wake up at night sometimes and it's just like a big flashing click here for Bitcoin adverts in your bedroom. But you can't change the settings because I heard if you try and change the settings, you could destroy space and time. So please don't do that.
I just want to ask Phil Bell one thing. Professor Phil Bell, can I please be the teacher's pet? You know, I don't give a fuck about what you do. I'll bring an apple to class every day. I'll put it on there. No worms in the apple. Straight out the orchard. Put it right on the desk for you. But I got to be the teacher's pet. I got to have more gold stars on the wall than any of the other kids in class.
You were the kid at class. The teacher was like, have we got to have him? That when the teachers went back to the staff room at break times, they would always have did you have that little Team Skeptic kid? Oh, fucking your turn today. Man, I know. Everyone hated you, right?
That was like my life.
Nathan's Tampon says, team, have you seen Graham Hancock on Joe Rogan? Yeah, I've seen that. I don't know if there was a recent one, but I saw the older version one. The older, oh shit, I accidentally hid your last one, Solixis. Oh, somebody else accepted. Okay, good. Yeah, I've seen his old one. Graham Hancock is a little bit, I think he's kind of a nutcase. Let me see if I'm talking about the same guy. Like older guy, gray hair, wears glasses. It's like
Bella Charge.
Yeah,
me and Team can do an FTFE, but we're going to go over to his gaming channel for a bit. I think Team said we're not going to go for too late tonight on here, and I do want to try some of the new features in Warzone with your team. Have you landed on the train yet?
No, I haven't landed on the train yet, but
oh, dude, it's like hot drop central. Because there's like guaranteed like 4 or 5 orange crates on the train.
You land at the initial part of the game? Is that how you get on it?
So
yeah, there's a train that goes around the map now, and you can land on it and ride it around the map. But it's got rare crates on it as well, so everyone tries to land on the train.
Solixis says Team Skeptic is a kiss ass and FTFE is the class clown. Oh, you're talking. Yeah, that would definitely be how it was. No, but I wasn't a kiss ass in school. I was the quiet kid in the back who just did his homework and got A's on all the tests and minded my own business. But then Llewellyn Cuffworthen says gold stars just for Team Skeptic. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And then also, we had one message. I want to kind of address it. Voden Toad says, stop vaping on Scream. Keep your hot, toxic garbage to yourself. Well, I'm not really vaping. I'm hitting the marijuana, and it's because I am dealing with a little bit of pain right now. So I do apologize if it offends you that I'm taking my medicine, but unfortunately, I have to, or else we wouldn't be streaming.
All I think of with FTFE with the guitar there is that one scene out of some movie there where he's like, the guy starts like 15 times because he's like, oh wait. He keeps screwing every time. Does one? No, wait. Oh my god.
So I see. Let's see. Fohammer335 gave a $5 super chat, but it said message retracted. I don't know if you misspelled something or whatever, Fohammer. If you want to, just tag me real quick in the chat and leave whatever message you want, and I'll read that off as your message. The Evil Scotsman says drugs are bad. Okay, they are. I agree, 100%.
Yeah,
don't
cannabis
do
isn't
drugs.
a drug though. It's a
I don't
plant
feel
that
like
helps
yeah.
with pain.
I don't feel like cannabis is.
And guys, I mean, I don't really talk about it much, but I wouldn't be able to do any of the. You wouldn't be able to see me online if it wasn't for me smoking cannabis. And I know it's still illegal in my country, and I can't get it prescribed and stuff, but I 100% wouldn't be able to lead a normal life without the pain relief that comes from it. And I was on horrible things like opioids before that destroyed my body and mind in ways that were undescribable. Way worse than the pain even was.
Oh, yeah.
And there's only one way to not have that and still have some pain relief. And I'm sorry, but if today, team, so say today they discovered cannabis, tobacco and alcohol, out of those three, which one would be legalized?
Repeat the question. If what?
So if today they just discovered, for the first time, they discovered cannabis, tobacco and alcohol, which out of those three, which one would be legalized?
Oh, cannabis would. 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, there's no way if they discovered tobacco and alcohol today that they would be legalized, but cannabis 100% would be.
Yeah.
And I'm a big advocate for cannabis for medical use. It's the only thing that helps with the pain that I have to deal with all my life.
Let's see, but I do respect your opinion, Voden Toad. I do actually respect it, because if it was just a matter of just vaping something, I wouldn't be doing it on. I wouldn't just vape to vape. I wasn't doing it before. Before I was actually smoking the flower for the marijuana, and that my doctor was like, that's probably not really good for you. If you're going to do this, you need to be doing it more of the liquids type, something that you're not really putting a lot of carcinogens in your body.
Well, you can do the dry cannabis. You just need to actually vaporize it with a dry herb vape, so it doesn't, you're not smoking it still.
But that's the reason why I do it, though, guys. And if anybody ever wants to question that or ask me any questions about it, you're more than welcome to. I just don't openly talk about marijuana on my streams or in my channel, and I don't talk about my disability very much. I like to have some things stay personal to me. So, but I appreciate you looking out for me, Voden Toad. Robert Williams for $1.99. Question for Flat Earthers: is JM too dumb to be a member of the Flat Earth?
I can answer that, actually. Give me a sec. There's a particular picture. Where'd it go? Yeah, so let me just go through these memes a sec, because there's one in here, in my JM one, that answers that question from Flat Earthers. Here we go. So this is what Flat Earthers think about JM.
Oh, yeah. Let me put that up. Because that's funny.
Yeah. So it was whilst JM was debating Reds about the rocket launchers on his channel. Globebusters, Nathan Thompson was streaming it from his side. And Globebusters came into Nathan Thompson's chat and said, JM Truth is not the person that should be arguing with Red. You need to step in before he embarrasses himself and us anymore. Even flat earthers think JM Truth is dumb as fuck.
Yes. And they nailed it. They nailed it. They came to the same conclusion we did. So you got to say, hey guys, you got this one right. Okay, so Bella Charge for $2 New Zealand dollars. So to Team Skeptic After Dark. After this, yes, absolutely. We're going to be doing a Team Skeptic After Dark stream tonight. And Bella, we need you to come on. Me, you, and Fight need to do some of that shit we were doing earlier or yesterday with a third person. We were getting killed because there was only 2 people in a 3-man game. Have you seen the new mini Royale Fight?
Yeah.
I have.
Oh,
that's
it's so crazy.
Fun. That is
so
what is
crazy.
Oh,
what
it's
is
just
it?
it's like it starts on
mini version of Battle Royale. It starts
Yeah.
in the I think on the
third,
penultimate size circle, and there's a loadout drop as soon as the first circle even like starts moving, and it's just crazy because there's less people, but the area is so small that there's still so many people. Like it just feels like every room you go into, there's a new person in there. I landed in the stadium and got the chopper and got 5 kills with the chopper in the stadium before I left.
All right,
awesome.
and Bella Charge says, let's see, I tried to put sub down, but it wouldn't let me. I don't know what you mean by that. I'm finished with work, so I'm down. Yeah, sure. Let's do it.
Let's
okay.
do it.
Yeah, we'll do it. We'll go about another 15 minutes here. We'll get a good solid 2 hours of entertainment in for you guys. What up, Chef Allen? We'll get a solid 2 hours of entertainment and yeah, you want to look at that channel?
Should we have a look at what's his face? Yeah.
Let me get caught up on the super chats, and we'll jump over and look at Mitchell from Australia's video. Get it loaded up though. Johan Roderick for $1.99. Weenies. That is all. Carry on. Thank you. Thank you, Johan Roderick. I need to talk to you. I need to talk to you on the side. Well, but I'm trying to. I have a meeting coming up that I'm going to be bringing in some people to do some stuff, and you're one of the people I need to bring in. So we'll talk in a moment. We'll talk this week. I say that a lot, man, and I'm sorry. Jason, if you're out there listening for the website, I also need to speak with you and Wildman Fujiyami, who me and him are actually starting to do work on getting the studio set up for the VR chat. So just trust me, guys. There's a lot coming forward, and I'm gonna need help with it from a lot of you guys. I'm gonna need help. So, but thank you, Johan Roderick, and we will carry on. Nathan's tampons for £2. Call random flatards from subscribers' friends. LOL. Yeah, that would be funny. Like, are you talking about like if you have are you talking about like if you have like a friend who's a flat earther? Call that person, because I think we could get the plot hole to call his Jackson up and get him to talk some nonsense about the flat earth one of these upcoming nights. Jackalope Herdmaster for $5. Marijuana shouldn't have ever been illegal. Just my opinion. My opinion too.
100% agree.
Yeah, especially if you're going to make something like cigarettes legal, then marijuana should absolutely be legal. Or even alcohol. If alcohol is legal, the fuck?
Yeah.
The fuck?
I mean,
I'm okay with alcohol being legal, but
alcohol.
I'm okay with alcohol being legal, but then to make marijuana illegal, what the fuck? Are you kidding me?
Well, you know why it became illegal, right?
Why is that?
So at the end of Prohibition, the federal agency that were in charge of enforcing Prohibition literally didn't have anything to do. You know, the president had come along, he'd rescinded Prohibition, everyone could drink alcohol again. The agency that was in charge of trying to stop the criminal organizations dealing with, pushing alcohol during the Prohibition didn't have anything to do. They literally needed something else to vilify, right? And there was an influx of Mexicans at the time, at least in the lower states, that were coming in for cheap labor, and a lot of them smoked weed. So they pushed the narrative that the Mexicans were coming here with the weed, and the weed was making them psychopathic, and it was dangerous. Look at all the pothead Mexicans and how bad it is. just so they could vilify something. And then they got it made illegal, and again, then they had something to do. They were a useful federal agency again. That's the only reason why weed is illegal around the world now.
Yeah, it's dumb. All right. Yeah. But I agree, though, with you, Jackalope, for sure. Commander Darklight for $30.99 Aussie. Aussie!
Oi, oi, oi!
Brainy, where the fuck are you at? God damn it.
I'm right here. What? I'm just being very respectful.
You know what? Team,
What?
you know
Oi,
I
oi.
preemptively do the oi,
Sorry,
oi,
my
oi
bad.
now. But wait, you haven't even finished. As soon as you start the Aussie, I'm with oi, oi, oi. Just so that it can be in time because of the
Listen,
delay.
just because I watch like a super fan doesn't mean I'm in on every joke, okay? I'm slow.
Okay.
You gotta slow it down for me.
We are going to work you through this issue, Brainy, okay? So we're going to practice right now. Ready? Aussie!
Oi, oi, oi!
There we go. That was pretty goddamn good, Brainy. You almost sound like you have one ball.
Yeah.
You want to try again? Fight. Shut the fuck up. Brainy, you want to try again so everybody can see how big your brainy balls are?
Brainy, you need to do a little bit more oomph and not quite as fast. You need to match the pace that team's doing. It's important, okay?
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Pace. It's supposed to be like that, okay?
All right.
Aussie!
Oi!
There you go.
Yeah, there we
With
go.
nuts.
There we
Two
go.
balls drop. Lots of hair on them things. Probably got a hairy jungle trap too. If you need me to bring the picture up, if you're confused, I can do it. I think it's still up. No, it's not.
No,
It's
we
closed. I
don't
can
need
draw
to
it.
see your green jungle trap again.
I've been
We
cleaning up.
do
My
not
wife's
need
been
to see
hanging
that again,
around, so
team.
I've been keeping it trimmed.
It does it?
Wait, are you
am I
saying
the
your
only
wife's got a
person
green
that gets-
jungle trap?
Let me ask the question.
Green
I
jungle trap. That's all.
am I the only person that finds that area like overly ticklish? Like I cannot control myself when I try to shave my jungle trap. Like I'm like,
wait, guys, we need to stop for a sec. Flat Earth moron extraordinaire Gary Webenenga has come into the chat and he says, "I've solved the riddle of why the sun does not change much in angular size as it moves across the sky, and it fits perfectly with perspective." No one time Gary out because I want to hear this.
Yeah, Gary, go ahead and explain
Everything-
yourself a little bit more.
He says
Everything
everything
is
is angles and limits of vision and shapes of objects being observed. Could you elaborate on that? That's just some words.
So he says everything is angles and limits of vision.
Yeah.
So let's start with there. Everything is angles. What do you mean by that, Gary? Because if you mean
Am I an
you
angle?
gotta we need to know, do you mean that the sun is a flat disc or is it a ball? That's the first question we need to have you answer.
He
The
says the
second
sun
one-
literally can hardly change the moves across the sky because of its shape. No, Gary, we speak English here, buddy. If you could please try that again in proper English, that'd be great.
I mean, if you do enough hard drugs, the sun can do some pretty good moves, I think.
Well,
Aye, definitely.
I wish Gary Wabanga would come online to talk about it, but unfortunately, I don't think that he ever does go online onto anybody's streams to talk about stuff like this.
The sun
Gary?
is near, he says, and it moves parallel over the Earth, and it's a ball, which is why its angular size doesn't change much compared to everything else drastically changing. So magic is your answer.
Yeah.
I mean, I can deal with that. I was told personally by Harold that magic is real. When I told him Harry Potter is real, his response was, hold on.
Yeah,
I was going to say Hocus Pocus was a good movie, you know, like I thought it was fantastic.
Oh, brilliant movie. It's just been that's just been added to Netflix as well.
I want my book. That was the best scene in the whole thing when she came out and they were in the kiln. She comes up. She's like, "I want my book." Right. She's doing the French lesson.
Brainy, I enjoyed the movie, right? But my little sister Kirsty was obsessed with that movie, and no lie, right? She would run home from school so she'd get in before me, so that she could commandeer the TV to play the movie again. And it was literally every day for like 3 years. I would have to wait for her to watch Hocus Pocus before I could use the telly to play some Sonic or something.
All right,
I like the movie, but oh my god.
Before we get to this last super chat, we do have a new member. Rob Bennett's a new member And he joined the Rage Dingers. Thank you very much, Rob Bennett. Now, everybody out there, if you're already a member, you know what to do. Share those emojis. Dumpster fires, Team Skeptic in the Mankini, fucking Boy Scout Generals, Meat Tubes. Nathan Thompson's in jail, and the best one of all, that goddamn Team Skeptic in a Mankini. That's how we do it, baby. Right here on the stream, we get live. Okay, so we have a video to watch before we get out of here, and it's only a 4-minute video, so maybe we'll be out of here in about an hour and a half. Fight the Flat Earth, are you about ready for that?
Yeah, let's play 30 seconds at a time before stopping, all right?
Okay, good deal.
All right, here we go. First 30 seconds. Let me make sure the audio is on. Yes, it is.
Turn that audio off.
I'm Mitchell from Australia,
turn that off. Stop
and
that.
this is the end of Lie Man Dan.
Oh.
No, you're good. Just for that intro.
Trials.
It was that, yeah, that's.
Oh, right, okay. Right, let's go
And
back to it.
Dan. Now, we've all seen star trails, and this is claimed to be caused by Earth rotating, which I've already thoroughly debunked, because
Yeah.
when viewing stars in the inertial reference frame, they should not move. But rather than have a bit of humility and concede this is true, Lieman Dan has now claimed we can see star rotation from the ISS.
Right, so apparently on the Earth as our reference frame, we shouldn't see the stars rotating. Can you talk me through that logic, team?
Yeah, that's not right. First off, he doesn't have an idea of what an inertial reference frame is, I'm sure.
I don't think he knows what a reference frame is.
Yeah, I'm not sure that he knows what a fucking reference frame is, let alone the difference between inertial and non-inertial frames. The one thing you should ask these people, anytime someone brings up inertial reference frame, here's the first thing you need to ask. The only question you need to ask them before even attempting to answer their question is this right here. What is present in a non-inertial reference frame? If he doesn't understand the question, then go, okay, how would I know that my reference frame was inertial or non-inertial? If I was in a black box with a light hanging from the ceiling and a ball hanging from a string, how would you know that you were in a non-inertial or inertial reference frame? If they can't answer that question, then they don't need to be talking about star trails being a consequence of your reference frame being inertial, because that's just stupid to say it to begin with.
Well, I don't understand his thinking though. How can he think that we shouldn't see the stars rotate? Of course, I mean, we say the Earth's rotating, and if the Earth is rotating, then from our perspective, the things in the sky would rotate. I mean, that's just, how can he not get that? I don't. What do you mean you've debunked star trails? No, you've just said that's not true, and moved on. That's not debunking it.
Yeah.
I mean, let's start with the fact, Mitchell, that not only are you a flat earther, but you're a flat earther that lives in Australia. You have to be extra stupid for that. I'm sorry. And basically, Mitchell, if you go and watch Mitchell's videos, he is nothing but a Nathan Oakley parrot. Like, that's all he does.
Yeah.
Right, now, this is the image on screen at the moment, right, is his big thing. And this is what he sent me an email. He's like, oh, I've been told that this is a picture from the ISS showing that you can even see star trails from the ISS. How is that possible? Is the ISS doing a barrel roll or something? Now, research on this picture shows that it is a time lapse of an 11-minute period as the ISS transits over southern Africa. And the orange lines that you can see are actually some bushfires. And the cities that you can see are lit up are obviously some of the cities in Africa that you can see from space when they're at nighttime. And he doesn't understand how you could see lines of trails on the Earth and a rotation of star trails of the sun. So, team, could you tell us how this image is possible?
Yeah, because the stars are fucking really far away, and the fucking ISS is really close to the Earth. And that's how it's possible. And it...
Yeah.
I mean, that's the easiest answer. If the stars were just above the Earth, then you wouldn't see this. Like if they were in a dome.
from pretty much every point that the ISS is rotating around the Earth, it's going to be able to see the point of north, unless it goes around the other side of the Earth. That's always going to be the relative direction, because it's still, there is no up and down in space, but it's still above us.
Yeah, no, and it's I don't know how it maintains everything, but I'm pretty sure that it maintains its orientation in space. So it's not going to like wildly wobble out of control. It's going to hold a general, like that's when I say that they're really far away. That's what I mean. Like it's generally pointing in the same direction all the time. Even if it goes, let's say it's let me grab something to demonstrate this with. Say this is the Earth. Yeah. The circle of the Earth. We're gonna assume that it's flat, or not assume it's flat, but this is the circle. So as the ISS goes around, it's going to stay like this, right? So see, it goes like this. So it's always pointing in the same direction. I'm sure that I don't know if it's out there actually flipping and shit, but I don't think that it is. I think it's probably just maintaining its orientation in space and going around the Earth. And the Earth will rotate underneath it as it does that. So.
Yeah.
Correct me if
and like
I'm
someone
wrong,
else
chat.
pointed out in the chat, they're going across the equator pretty much, and they're looking at the northern rotation point.
Yeah, that's what.
That's how it
maintains
should look.
its. Yeah, as long as it maintains its orientation in space, it will always, like to the distant stars, you're always going to get a rotation point that's stationary.
And Bass Kelly, the reason you get timed out is because you don't. Sorry, one sec. Bass Kelly, the reason you getting timed out is because you refuse to come on and actually talk to us and are just being a keyboard warrior. Sorry, Brainy.
I think it is built more on a flat plane in the sense of, like, hear me out. Like, its general shape is more of it's not as three-dimensional as it is just kind of like built as like a long, you know what I mean, right? Like, it's got sections that go up and down, but it's actually built more like long than it is like wide or tall, you know what I mean? So what I was gonna say is I thought that it tended, because it's like you said, it's orbiting along the horizon. I thought it tended to have the long, like it was kind of like the long way was kind of along the horizon line. So while it does stay in I agree with you, it just stays in its orientation as it spins around, but it's not like endoing, because the way they have it set up, it's just the Earth is either on one side of it or on the other side of it. They don't have it. They have it set. You know what I mean? Like like a knife blade. If you had a knife on the horizon of instead of having the knife end to end kind of thing, like
So
lengthwise.
some people are saying that we're getting this wrong. I think that's what they're saying. It says, let's see, is actively controlled so it keeps an orientation, but it can change if they want to. So, all right, I'm not the biggest ISS guy, so I want to know if I'm getting this wrong, why I'm getting this wrong. So they do rotate the ISS. They can manage heat. Okay, cool. So I think this is probably going to be showing the stars rotating on the rotation axis point of the ISS, not of the Earth. Okay, so it's not pointing to Polaris, because Polaris is. So yeah, again, in this thing, let's say this was pointed at Polaris, then as it would go around, it would always be pointed at Polaris, which would be the North Star. But it's not. It's pointed like this, and it's rotating like this. So what we're seeing is the rotation point for this pointing at that point in space.
Yeah, we're not. You're not on screen right
Fuck. Whoops. Okay. So again, let's go. Let's say that this is the Earth and it's circular, right? Not flat. And this is the northern pole. Well, we see everything rotating around that because the Earth turns like this and it's pointed at a North Star. All right. So if the ISS was also oriented like that, then the rotation point, which is caused, the rotation of the stars is caused by the ISS rotating, right? Not the night sky rotating. The ISS is rotating. But we would see the same thing on the ISS if it was oriented to the same as the Earth. But it's probably not. It's probably oriented to something like this. So as it goes around the Earth, its spin is making that point the rotation point, and all the stars will go around that point. And it'll always, relatively, because they're so far away, it'll always be pointed at that point as it goes around the Earth. It has nothing to do with
So you think they actually, somebody's saying they spin slowly for heat, you said?
Yeah, to dissipate.
Well, no, I think they angle the solar panels for the more of that. But
That's what I
Clive
would've
Wells says it. The ISS would be in an orbit that lies in a plane at some angle to the Earth axis. The axis of rotation will be in the direction to the normal plane.
Yeah.
Yes, those
Well, either
words. But anyway, let's listen to 30 seconds more.
Yeah, okay,
Which
go ahead.
he's now going to have to concede that is a fraudulent claim, because I'm about to show how fake this image is on so many different levels. But firstly, we do not even need to go into this image to prove that anything from space is fake. The Glober's goal here is to give us a red herring to argue if star trails are even possible from the ISS, because anything from space is a second law of thermodynamics violation.
They don't understand the second law of thermodynamics in the fucking slightest. Can somebody please tell me where in the second law of thermodynamics it talks about gas pressure? Anyone? I mean, I remember from my physics lectures that you don't talk about that at all. Because that's not what it is. It's about total entropy of an isolated system. And that doesn't really apply to the Earth in the way that you're trying to fucking apply it. So no. But more to the point, team, why do all flat earthers have this fucking noise in the back of all their fucking videos when they're talking?
I have no fucking clue, but I take it out in processing so that my audience doesn't have to hear them fucking... I mean, it's like,
well, you
oh,
can hear
God.
Spurs sounded like he was goddamn having to take a breath, like he was eating a goddamn cookie sandwich or something while he was eating. And then oh my God.
Yeah, he Spurs is.
You asked him. Was it, you were like, it sounded like you didn't enjoy yourself making that. Somebody said that. Was it you guys that were debating him? Was it last night or something?
Yeah, it was last night on. Well, we've had him on for a couple of times. Yeah, but the one that we're talking about.
Days ago, he was on Reds last night.
Yeah, on Fight's channels when we played his video, and I was like, dude,
my God,
you're like
terrible.
fucking masturbating while you made your video, because like every so often
Sounded like
he
you
would
had
just
to
be
take
like,
a breath.
that it's a violation of second law of thermodynamics.
I've got to read this bit. Fuck's sake.
Oh my God.
But he read things twice without editing them out. He read it, fucked it up, started again.
I
and
know.
I'm like, well, that was easy
brilliant.
to take out, dude.
Dude, I know. He's a weirdo. He's an absolute fucking weirdo. All right, go ahead, Fight.
Violating a natural law is not possible. Space is claimed to be a vacuum, and the air we breathe here on Earth would absolutely increase in entropy and fill the available space. So we already know that this image is faked, but the vast majority of people are not yet at this understanding, because most people still believe they are firmly on a rotating globe flying through space, and that is who Simon Dan is targeting with this fraudulent image.
Stop it right there.
So the answer to your question is...
Gravity, you fucking retard!
Right.
Gravity! Have you ever heard of fucking gravity? Gravity! Gravity!
The Immortal Desert File.
Yeah. So one thing that they need to understand that no one ever brings up. I mean, I've heard people bring it up, so I'm not going to say like it's nobody knows about this, but flat earthers just don't ever, they hand wave it off like no big deal. What a relative vacuum is just a lower pressure, right? So if you have two pressures and one is higher and one is lower, the lower one is considered a relative vacuum, meaning that you're going to have this transfer of energy from the higher energy system into the lower energy system. That's all that it matters. That's all that it really means. So when they say that, and this is what they ask when they make the comment and they say, well, things should be just going out into space. By God, why don't they? Well, why don't things at sea level go up into the area that's 5 feet above sea level? You know, because there's less pressure 5 feet above sea level than, or let's say 5 meters, right? Just to keep it consistent.
Yeah.
Why doesn't the atmosphere from sea level rise up immediately, just rush into the atmosphere 5 meters above sea level? Why? Difference in pressure.
You can ask the same question with sea itself. Why does the water at 10 foot not rush up to the water at 5 foot? Because the water at 10 foot is at a much higher pressure than the water at 5 foot, right?
Right.
So
right.
why is the water not all the same pressure all the time? Because there's a force pulling it down, creating weight.
Temperature though. You're forgetting temperature. That's what he
my
said
God.
last night. Temperature. That's what. It's not really lower pressure. It's lower temperature, guys. Wrong.
Yeah.
First off, when you get a lower temperature, you get a higher pressure on Earth. Okay. And when you get a higher temperature, you get a lower pressure. These are weather systems. This is why we know we don't live in a.
What? That's density of air right there, is it not? I mean, that's what's causing the low pressure. Cold air is heavier, so it creates a higher pressure.
Yeah. Well, it just means that more air molecules can get in the column above you versus when it's hot. When it's hot, it all expands away. So you have less air molecules being pulled down by gravity. But PV equals nRT says that it should be opposite to that. PV equals nRT says that as temperature rises, pressure should rise in an isolated system. But we don't see that. We don't see that when the temperature rises, the pressure rises in the atmosphere. We actually see the opposite, which is indicative of not having a dome over the top to keep it all pressed into one fucking confined volume. This is why we know that we don't live in a fucking dome. And they never talk about it.
Why we know flat earthers are fucking idiots.
Yeah, big. Oh,
I
did the wrong goddamn one. There.
Because I did gradient. I use gradient and then we've had our discussions, and obviously my new view is that I mean, even with a big enough container, you would still have a gradient, but there's still too many other things. There's other aspects of that can be used, just not that gradient specifically, unfortunately.
Yeah. So Conspiracy Cats did a really good video on it where he explained why we can't say that that the pressure is caused by temperature. Because we just simply don't see a relationship across the Earth, a correlation between temperature and pressure. If it was temperature and pressure, if they were strongly correlated, which means we would be living in a dome. If they were strongly correlated, that would mean that we should probably consider ourselves living in some sort of isolated system that's holding us in place and keeping the gas from going out into space or expanding or anything like that. But once we get expansion, once we see that heat is associated with a lower pressure system, then you really need to start questioning whether or not your assertion that we live in a dome on a flat Earth is true. So Spurs was wrong about that. Among many
Spurs was wrong.
Things.
What surprise?
Yeah,
exactly.
Wrong about a lot of things.
All right, let's have the next 30 seconds.
I'm going to break it right down for those people. The ISS is claimed to be falling around the Earth. This is not controlled flight or trajectory. It's definitely not in lockstep with the claimed rotation of the Earth, like globers say that planes, balloons and drones are. There is no doubt that the ISS is not in the rotating reference frame of the Earth. It is in the inertial reference frame. Globers claim that star rotation is due to Earth rotation,
get to the end of this.
but the ISS is not in the rotating reference frame. So
right, we'll stop him there.
Well, I forgot
he doesn't know what he's talking about.
Yeah, he just said, first off, he said that the ISS is not in the rotating reference frame of the Earth. It's in the inertial reference frame, but that's not true because the ISS is orbiting the Earth, meaning it's doing a circle, which means it has some kind of circular acceleration, and that circular acceleration means that it's non-fucking inertial. It's not in an inertial state.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus.
Yeah, now he's talking about inertial reference frames, blah, 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 and that's not really the issue here. The only thing you have to think about is the orientation of the ISS. That's the only thing that's important when you're trying to think about this picture and what's happening. And you think about, it takes about 47 minutes for the ISS to orbit the Earth. So over 11 minutes, they're going to do approximately a quarter of the Earth. So he's going to be traveling about 7,000 miles across the Earth, right?
Yeah. Wait, a quarter?
So,
about it's
24,900,
I think is
so
what it is.
About 6,800 miles.
Yeah, exactly.
But roughly
it's up there
in 11 minutes. And they're maintaining their orientation to the Earth at that point. So down for them is the same as down for us. So if you imagine that they are, going across the equatorial plane, looking towards the north, then this is exactly what you should see from that orientation. It matches our model exactly. I mean, it's just, I mean, flat earthers are incapable of visualizing 3D space. Right?
Oh yeah,
Right.
yeah. I'm sorry. I put you back on full screen.
Right. Okay.
So,
Here we go.
Silent. My silence is consent.
Never, ever see any stars moving. It's in the inertial reference frame, remember? So seeing any star trails from the ISS is absolutely impossible. Right, Sleeping Warrior?
Simon Dan, you cannot have circumpolar star trails from the ISS when they're in the inertial frame of reference. That's the thing that proves the Earth is turning. Because when you're turning on the Earth, we're told that the Earth is turning. That.
Oh my God! No one told me
Fucking
sleeping dumb fuck was
ISS.
in this video.
Yeah, right. The ISS is in fucking orbit though. It's not. It's not on the Earth. It has nothing to do with the Earth's rotation at that point. The Earth rotates underneath it. It goes.
Well, I don't
over the
understand
Earth.
what is so hard about reference frames and like, you know, preservation of momentum and stuff like that to these people. It's insane.
Yeah, well, when it confuses me when he says that, when he goes, it's flying through the inertial reference frame. Like, what does he mean by that? If he really, he could be saying the inertial reference frame of the distant stars. That
I mean,
would be
he's one of
the
these
inertial reference frame, but it's not like it doesn't really make
But
sense.
these people
you
don't
know? It just
believe
doesn't
that
make
you can
sense.
be. They don't believe that you can be influenced by. Like I watched a thing with what was the pendulum, where they say it can't see that the Earth is rotating because it's in the reference frame, and I'm like, well, but that's why it's hanging on a fucking string and stuff. Like,
yeah, it's
I mean,
ballistic.
the pivot point is still in the reference frame, but the pendulum itself is actually ballistic compared to the Earth. It's just got a pivot point that's attached to the rotating reference frame. So in the case of a pendulum, the Earth absolutely is rotating underneath the pendulum that is swinging backward and forward. But what it's really doing is rotating underneath the pivot point, right?
Yeah,
exactly. And as long as you
But they
don't have any,
understand
as
that.
long
They
as you have zero friction, you would have that thing spin it going forever, and it would always maintain its same orientation to the fixed stars, no matter how many times the Earth spun. It would always maintain that same orientation to the fixed stars as it goes around.
Yeah.
But
I'm not
because
ashamed to
there's-
admit you guys know that shit better than I ever do.
Oh,
Dude,
2
it's just
years
learning
you'll
the
have time.
arguments and the way to talk to these fucking morons.
I've learned a lot. I've learned a lot. So
When you
I'm
get
not gonna
off
lie.
the Earth,
Yeah.
even just by a few centimeters, that's supposed to stop.
What?
So when you're in the International Space Station, you're going to be orbiting the Earth. You're going to get linear velocity, but you're not going to get circumpolar star trails.
What?
Explain that, matey.
These points alone debunk.
What the fuck? He said the second you're 2 centimeters off of the Earth, you will no longer see circumpolar star trails. I mean,
I just
does
don't
he
get
think
their
that when
argument,
you're
I
on a
guess.
plane and you stand up in the in the aisle and you jump, that you slam into the back of the plane at 500 miles an hour?
Right?
That's-
No, I don't know.
That's what I
They lose
remember.
me. They're so nonsensical that I just get lost in their arguments and I just give up.
Yeah.
Like, okay, whatever.
An actual response video to this would take some thought, because you have to dissect the nonsense that they're fucking trying to say in the first place.
Debunk this image.
Well, this is.
But to go any further, we need to beg the question that there is a globe and the ISS is travelling around it at 17,000 miles per hour, which is one orbit every 90 minutes. But by judging by the length of the star trails, it would have taken over an hour to get this footage.
11
By
minutes.
which time the ISS should have completed almost a full orbit of the globe. There is no way those stars are still going to be in the frame of the camera by the time the ISS gets all the way around the other side of the globe.
I mean, their entire argument here is,
My God.
NASA's so stupid they can't even fake a photo right. But at the same time, NASA are smart enough to pull off a worldwide conspiracy for decade after decade.
Well, I mean, I always say that the president couldn't keep a blowjob secret. How the hell do they ever expect this to have stayed secret for this long?
Hey, I want to point out a really
exactly.
good question. I want to point out a really good question by Paul Roberto, and I'm going to look this up. Yo, Team Skeptic, I was wondering if the eddy currents caused by the ISS moving through the Earth's magnetic field ever so slightly slow down the ISS. Do you guys know what eddy currents are? First off, you two.
I mean, I know what an eddy current would be
between.
Go ahead, please.
Okay, let me give you an example. Let's say I have.
I was gonna say water. That's about it.
No, it has nothing to do with water.
Well, I didn't think so.
I learned this in the military because when I heard it, I thought the same thing. Is he talking about water? So, give me 1 second. But anyway, okay. What an eddy current is, and I'm gonna give you the observation. I'm gonna see if either one of you know the explanation. Okay, let's say you have a bar magnet, or not a bar magnet. Oh yeah, a bar magnet. It could be a magnet, a circular magnet like this. Okay, and you have a brass like pipe. Now, if you take the bar magnet, you put it next to the brass pipe, it's not magnetic. It's not ferromagnetic. Okay, but if I take the magnet and I drop the magnet down the brass tube, the magnet will not fall at the speed of gravity. It will fall at a slower speed. Why does it do that? The answer is eddy currents. The answer is eddy currents, but why does it slow down?
So is the magnetism... Yeah, like, is the magnetism creating... I do remember this, actually. Now I remember doing this, or somebody talking about this.
It has to do with Maxwell's laws. I'll give y'all that hint.
Well, I mean, it's to do with the fact that it's inducing an electrical current, which requires a force, so there's going to be an equal and opposite reaction, right?
No, not really. Not really. Because at that point, you could just say dropping anything metal down the brass pipe would be inducing moving electron force.
Isn't it because each... Oh, man, it does something where it interrupts the magnetic field, and each one has to push the next one out of the way or something stupid like that?
So what happens is when you drop the magnet down, a moving magnetic force causes the electrons to move. Moving electrons are electric force, right? Generate an electric force.
Yeah.
When you have a moving electric force, you generate a magnetic force as well, or magnetic field, I'm sorry. When you have a moving electric charge, you generate a magnetic field. So those two magnetic fields interact with each other, and they provide resistance to one another. Now, the crazy thing is that it's not necessarily, it can be anything that's, I think any metal or any metallic object really this will happen. Or I'm not sure exactly if it's any or most, but a lot of electronics use it. So when you're doing electronics work, you have to know about eddy currents and stuff like that. But his question is a good question, because basically what you're doing is you're moving I don't know if it would generate an eddy current, though. I don't know if it would. I mean, I don't know, because it's not. You're not really moving the magnet through the. You're not really moving the magnetic field. I would have to look that up. That's a really good question. It makes me think. But let me bring on PhD Tony. PhD Tony is waiting for somebody to come on. So let me get him on here. Maybe he can explain to us whether we would see eddy currents in there or not.
I wanna say that I think it was last night on Reds where Spurs said, I don't know, we need to talk to an expert in geology, and Tony's like, isn't that fucking awesome, because I'm right here.
Yeah.
Oh, and I've been Tony, I saw that. I was getting your link together as I was trying to read or kind of come to the answer on the question. Yeah, now, Joanna, I knew that part. Joanna says it does slow down over time and has to get boosted. Oh, here you go, Tony. Can you hear us now, Tony?
Yeah, I knew that.
Yes, I can.
Okay, good deal.
Hello,
yes, that has to do, but exactly what she says. The ISS in that case would be slowing down due to hitting friction. Small amounts of atmosphere. Yeah, friction, exactly. Now, basic trigonometry is right. Induction. That's what the eddy currents come from. It's just a matter of having moving electric field generated by the magnet moving is generating an electric field, an electric charge that's moving, and that electric charge that's moving generates its own magnetic field, which then interacts with the magnet.
I think it's called Lenz's law. Any motion of that sort will generate an electric field that will oppose the motion, causing the induced current. So the electric field of the induced electrical current opposes the magnetic force. But actually, I wanted to, and yes, I expect that there will be electrical currents induced as the ISS moves. But you can actually limit that by, for instance, putting holes in the by putting gaps in the panels. So you can actually reduce the magnitude. The strength of the eddy current depends on the area of the metal that the area of the metal that you've got. So if you've got a large sheet of uninterrupted metal, then it can induce a strong eddy current. But if you put sort of small holes in it, that limits the size of the eddy currents that can be induced and weakens the effect. And there are a couple of other techniques that you can use to sort of offset this effect.
I think Tony just found a new theory to what the Russians were trying to do with the Soyuz capsule. That he was just trying to stop eddy currents when he drilled that hole in it.
Could have been. But I actually wanted to address something about what you were saying with pressure and temperature in a hydrostatic. In an atmosphere in hydrostatic equilibrium, pressure and temperature are not independent variables. Yes, on small scales where there are pressure disequilibriums, winds and that sort of thing, that they are. But on the larger scale structure of the atmosphere, actually there's only one dependent variable, and that is height. There are the three variables that determine the pressure and temperature profiles through the atmosphere. One is the nature of the component atmosphere. The other is height, and the third is the strength of gravitational acceleration. Once you've got those, you know the default pressure and temperature distribution through the atmosphere. And if you're given pressure, you can work out what height you're at, and you can work out what the temperature at that height is, provided you know all the other variables. So what Spurs was saying about temperature changing but pressure not changing is absolute nonsense. Pressure and temperature are basically the same thing. If you think about it, they're both metrics of the energy possessed by the gas molecules per unit volume, right?
Yeah.
That's what temperature is. That's what pressure is. So they're just not independent variables. So the suggestion, no, that's not pressure, that's temperature, doesn't make any physical sense whatsoever. If it's one, then it's the other.
We know.
And of course, yeah.
Spurs just tells me I just need to get good and I can climb Mount Everest. So.
Yeah, that's right. So it's. And you can the other experiment that you can use to demonstrate the pressure decreases with temperature is with altitude. Is the temperature at which water boils, right? As you move up the mountainside, the boiling point of water changes. That tells you that the pressure is changing.
Yeah. So
because
I made I posed a question to him last night after he said that. I said, well, then if you do a mountain test in the winter, let's say, right, and you take a balloon and we'll say you fill it to 10% volume, all right. You fill it to 10% volume and you put it over the top of a bottle, of an empty plastic Coke bottle.
Yep.
And you begin driving up the mountain. Let's say we leave the windows open and we begin driving up the mountain. Well, it would expand.
Yep.
And his argument would be his argument would be, well, you're getting colder, and then since you're getting colder, there's less pressure pushing down on it, so it's more pressure pushing out. It's not a reduction in pressure because of the number of atmospheric molecules above you. It's more of just a reduction in pressure due to temperature. So I said to him, I said, well, what about if we do this in the winter and we roll all the windows down at the bottom of the mountain? Once we begin driving, we roll up the windows real fast and we turn on the heater, because then the inside of the car will heat up. And this heating up should then reduce the pressure, and according to him, of course, and the balloon should sink back in because, or increase the pressure. I'm sorry, increase the pressure so it's pressing down harder on the balloon, and our 10% volume of a balloon should be actually pressed down, and some of that volume of the air should go down into the bottle. That's what his argument is, but that wouldn't happen. You would drive up, and the fucking balloon would expand because it's not about temperature. It's about the number of molecules above your head.
Yeah, that's right. So I thought that was also a very good counter argument. But I kind of think that the boiling point of water is a fundamental. This is something that's well attested from experimental. You don't need to get in a car and use heaters. You can just use the boiling temperature of water as a function of altitude, and that'll blow his argument apart because that demonstrates
radiators.
That's right. So
boiling temperatures at ATM, right? At atmospheric or standard ATM. So it's only 100 degrees Celsius at sea level.
Sea level
pressures.
Yeah. That's exactly right. Yeah. So as you change the pressure, you change the boiling point of water, and at that point, the temperature of the atmosphere is irrelevant, right?
You change the boiling point of everything. I was trying to pull a system. I didn't know that when I had a system that had been opened and the oil had been present, I had a system which was a Mitsubishi system, and I'm supposed to pull it down to a certain level. Well, here I am fighting for literally a day trying to pull this thing down to a level, and what was happening, I finally figured out after I did a little research, is I was vaporizing the oil in the lines. Because once I got below 200 microns, what would happen is any of the oil in the lines would start to actually just start to boil into the pipe, and then I would just have more shit to suck out of the pipes. So at some point I had to realize that once I hit, if it's an open system where it's been used as oil, it's not just clean copper. Once I hit 200 microns, just shut the vacuum pump off, because you'll never maintain below that ever, because you're just boiling the oil.
Yeah, that's exactly right. You pass outside of the triple point. You pass across the triple point, you can't have the liquid phase. So you're right. It affects any system, but water is sort of the most well studied one.
Yeah,
and
it's the universal solvent, right? Basically, water.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, and Mitchell from Australia's problem is, as you pointed out, that he thinks as soon as you leave the ground, you're no longer in the Earth's. Well, that is a problem. As soon as you leave the ground, you're no longer in the Earth's rotating reference frame.
That's why I said, do they literally think that in an airplane, if you stand in the aisle and jump up, do you slam into the back of the airplane at 500 miles an hour?
Made me laugh.
Well, he did the same sort of argument with a drone, right? He argued that as soon as the drone leaves the ground, it should be basically free of Earth's rotation, ignoring the fact, and you guys keep on hammering this, that Earth's atmosphere actually travels with it. That's why it's still here. So
yeah. Oh, anyway, well, then you can't have Coriolis, because you're saying the Earth's an atmospheric blender. No, Nathan, I'm saying that your parents are possibly related before they got married.
Not possibly, probably. Get it right.
You had Uncle Bob as your mum and dad.
Well, look, here's what we're going to do. We're going to shut it down. We're going to shut it down because I think that was a great time to bring you on and have you make those last couple of points. Let me get through these last couple of super chats, and then we will we'll let everybody say their goodbyes, and we'll get out of here. And maybe Rachel's out in the chat as well. I told her, hey, maybe next time we'll get you on so you can have a conversation with us again. It was a pleasant conversation last time.
I think Rachel talking with PhD Tony could be very, very helpful for Rachel, because I know Rachel is still on the edge with some things. She thinks that she managed to debunk the thing that we disproved to her last time, but I think a conversation with someone like PhD Tony could be very useful for someone like Rachel and could possibly bring her back to sanity. However, for Gary Webenenga and for Bass Kelly, contact me at fighttheflatearth@gmail.com so that we can arrange your crucifixion. I mean, debate time.
I think you need to be a bit careful about bringing her back to sanity. A lot of the questions that flat earthers raise, they're exploiting just a simple lack of information, and it's not insane to be uninformed, to not know this stuff. But they are exploiting it. There are good explanations for all of the points that they raise. It's just that the average person doesn't have any need to be aware of the answers. So
exactly.
So that's where education is useful, and just a friendly discussion, without sort of criticizing people for asking questions is the way to go. I think.
Well, Rachie, we have a spot open on Sunday. I'm sorry, we have a spot open on Sunday if you'd like to come in. I know Tony doesn't have a job or a life, so he just waits for any opportunity to come troll me. So I'm sure he will be available at some point Sunday. If it works for you, Rachie, we'll reach out to you and we'll make it happen.
Tony, Pam in HR said that I need to talk to you about the retainer that we're paying you. Apparently there's been some budget cuts and it's going to have to be reduced slightly. Is that going to be all right? Are you still going to be able to meet the quota of the 8 shows
so funny is they actually believe you right now, team, or fight. That's the scariest thing.
What, they believe him for what?
Well, they actually believe that he's serious. Like, somebody out there is going to be like, I know they're saying it like they're joking, but he's dead serious. That Tony guy, he's on the payroll.
Oh, he's for sure on the payroll.
Yeah, no. Tony's on retainer. Like, there was a bidding war between the Canadian Space Agency, JAXA, and NASA to see who could actually get Tony. NASA won, but that's why Artemis may be put back a few years.
Hey, Tony, she says sounds great.
That's the sort of PI command.
Tony, she says sounds great with a thumbs up. Would you be available Sunday to have a simple discussion with this wonderful lady?
Sure.
Your Monday morning.
Sure.
Yeah, she's a pleasant conversation, guys. I will tell you that when I talked to her, it was not like I was talking to somebody who was here to tell me that I'm wrong. They were here to she's here to express her beliefs and express why she believes them. That can be respected, especially on my channel, a channel that's I'm a very, very pro freedom of speech, guys. Like, if there's anything you will ever find me, any hill I am prepared to die on, it's the right for a flat earther to say what they want to say. They got everybody on the left to say what they want to say, everybody on the right to say what they want to say, because that is the only way that someone like me, who's ignorant of 90% of what goes on in the world, to become aware of bad ideas. Okay, bad ideas, you cannot find a bad idea and stop a bad idea before it happens if it's not discussed, because then it gets discussed in corners and there's nobody to contest those bad ideas. I contest bad ideas. That is the purpose of this channel, is to contest bad ideas. So that's why I will defend freedom of speech to the teeth and die on that hill. And Rachie, you're welcome to come in and express your beliefs and your opinion. PhD Tony is a wonderful person to speak to. He's very knowledgeable. Again, has a PhD, so when you have scientific questions, you don't have to say, well, I don't believe that you know what you're talking about. He actually knows what the fuck he's talking about. All right, so let me get through these last couple of super chats.
Before you do the super chats, Gary Webenenga agrees with Brainy Beaver that there is people that think we're not joking about the payroll thing, and Gary really does think that all of us are on a payroll.
I'm not on a payroll, Gary.
I say
tell
this
you
with,
one thing,
again,
NASA has got less money than you think, because I don't have a lot of cash there, Gary.
to be if I can bring something in, I'm part of a research group and we analyze satellite data. NASA are forbidden by American federal law from paying money to non-American researchers, well, to researchers that aren't in America. They just don't. It's against federal law. So they only fund researchers who are located in America. Not all of them are American citizens necessarily, but we don't receive any funding from NASA. Gary should look into that.
I say this to you, I say this to you with every fiber of my being and in all sincerity. Gary, you are a fucking idiot.
I was ready. Bing! Right. Oh, God! No, I did not. Hold on, do it again. Because I pushed the button on time. And you know what?
Right,
I didn't have the output set up. Go.
Here we go. Gary, you are a fucking idiot.
Yes, it worked that time.
No, it didn't. You failed.
I didn't hear
No, it did. It had to have worked. It did not work. Are you fucking serious?
There was no ding.
Hold on. No. Y'all stop talking then. Time out. No! Say, oh God. Hold
So
on.
your theory, Gary.
Last chance,
Your
Steve.
theory,
Hold on.
Gary. No,
Go
I
ahead,
wanna- I
Tony.
wanna put it
You
in
go
place
ahead.
just before-
Fight. You wait.
Just-
Go ahead.
Gary,
Go ahead, Tony.
Gary, you think that NASA are paying for this?
Yeah. No. Exactly, Gary. Tell NASA to up their fucking budget. Get a real goddamn entertainer in here. All right,
are you ready, team? We'll try
no,
once
hold
more.
on. Not ready. Not ready. Not ready. Let me get. We're almost there, though. I swear we are almost there.
Wildman Fujiyami, 404, ding not found.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Now I'm just got to find where I have everything coming in at. Oh my God.
Bast Kelly, we're not debating Wake Souls because he tried to dox his entire family as a horrific human being. Don't use that as a get-out clause. Are you ready,
All right.
team? Come on.
Oh, hold
it's just
on.
a ding.
Yeah, I just. Oh my God, they were saying you were low, and now I know why you were so low.
What did you do?
I'm dumb, but hold on.
Well, yeah, but
Hold on.
Now I just need to see. Now I just need to check the chat to see how Jessica is reacting to this because I'm sure she's got some great material.
There, you can hear it now, can you
yeah.
not?
Yeah. Right, ready? Here we go. Right. Gary, you are a fucking idiot. Yeah, there we go.
Yay. Worth every
Right, super
every
chats.
second of every person's life. that
Fuck
was
you
spent achieving it.
two. Fuck VMix. Fuck science and satire. Fuck
Tony just
everything.
trolled you so fucking hard. It's awesome.
I didn't even hear what he said because I was so disappointed in my lack of
That was
NASA
worth
skills.
worth every bit of everybody's lives. Like it was just.
Oh, I'm gonna have to go back and go back and listen to the whole thing just to catch that little part at the end, just to hear the proper troll. All right, Rob Bennett has become a new member. That's what I like to see. Yeah, baby, hold on. And I got an announcement for you guys. I am 4 fucking members away from hitting 200 members, guys. That is amazing. Thank you guys
Nice.
so fucking much. Let's get. Oh, I was just sending a message to Rachie.
I'm just gonna go and cancel my
forward to
membership.
chatting. Yeah, go do that, you dickweed, and I'll cancel your.
Can I just ask people what is lumpia?
Ow.
I should look that up.
Lumpia.
Yes.
Or is that food
Don't
that's
know.
like deep fried, long, skinny, like they're almost like little, like pieces of. It might be a
Sounds
food.
like it's a food. It sounds like it's a food.
They're like deep fried, long things that are
they're-
like shaped like taquitos, except they're like crispy. I think. If that's what I'm thinking.
They're Filipino spring rolls, apparently.
Yeah, they're delicious. Actually, honestly, you will love them.
So also.
Okay, well,
Go ahead. Sorry.
well, you just jobbed Jessica into making some and mailing them to me, so you get on that, Jessica. Jessica was saying that she was sorry to disappoint me, but she's walking her child through cooking lumpia, and I just didn't know what they were. So I thought I'd ask you guys and slow the.
I have
stream
no
down.
idea.
Why
I have
not?
no idea. All right, let me
That's
get
what it
back
is,
to
really.
the super chats so I can get you guys out of here. All right, there we go. All right, we have the Reclusive Extrovert, also a new member. Thank you very much, sir. I do truly appreciate you becoming a member, and I forgot to fucking copy my shit so I could just paste it. Let me go back. Hold on. I can find it. Right there. Oh, and then it says copy image. Let's see. Oh, there it goes. All right, it worked. Thank you for becoming a member. Do truly appreciate it. We have Kyle D. Bear for $5 with no message. Kyle, if you're still out there, you can tag me and let me know what your message is, and I will be more than happy to read it out. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. I truly appreciate it. Average Joe, also another new member, a new rage dinger. Thank you so much. And look at Glass Monster failing with the fail well. At least on my screen. It's probably good on y'all's. Let's see. See if I can resize it
Yeah,
to get
that's
it
fine
to
on mine.
work. Let's see if I almost have it resized perfectly on mine because I have a popped out chat. Alien X Gaming says he sent me an email. I'll see what I can do. I don't know where that email is.
Yeah, I see one from you in my email, but again, I have about 1,000 unopened, so I'll get there.
Yeah, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. Gary Wabinga said, Team Skeptic, I never said anything at all like that. He made it up, and you can review the chat. I'm not sure what you're talking about, Gary. I did have
saying that he didn't say that he agrees with Brainy about the paying thing. And Gary, if you were responding to something else, then maybe that was the case. But it appeared as though you were agreeing with what Brainy was saying.
Oh, is that? I don't
Yeah.
see. Maybe I didn't. It did look like he was agreeing. Okay. Well, you know.
All right, and let's see. We have let's see. Figured you got a lot, bro. And Team Skeptic.
Gary Wabinga is
yeah, Alien X came in. I'm sorry if I missed your email, man. I'm sorry. I'm trying my best to be a better communicator with you guys. And I do apologize. Nothing personal. I do promise you that. What were you guys gonna say? Somebody was saying something before I cut you off.
Oh, it doesn't matter what I was.
I was asking whose idea it was to have blue on green as the color for memberships.
I don't know.
Well, you know, YouTube and their infinite wisdom all the time, right?
Yeah, right. On my screen, no lie, all the new members are just grayed out. I only see member. It's weird.
All right. Okay.
All right, so
Team doesn't see color.
We also have Shannon Name. I don't know how to say that. Shannon, will you let me know how to properly say that? Because I do appreciate you. You became a new member. Thank you very much. These emojis are for you. I mean, there you go. And thank you so much for becoming. But I would love to say it right. So if you can tell me how to say it right, I would appreciate it. Thank you. Nathan's Tampons for £2. Shed Rage Dell has his number on his channel vids. Oh. Really? Next live stream, guys. Next live stream, I'll call fucking Dell for you. I will call him and have a fucking conversation. That muscle meathead doesn't scare me for shit. So... No. Fucking sound like a cow.
I thought we lost him. We thought we lost him forever recently, and then he came back.
No, he came back.
Let's see.
The cat came back.
Nathan's Tampons for £2. Team, when did your passion for science come around? Since I was a kid. I first had a passion for math.
He saw his face, and he felt like he wanted to learn so he could improve it.
You needed to help the world so that, yeah.
So I first had an extreme passion for math. My mom is an accounting major. She has her I believe she's a CPA. I don't want to give her too much credit, you know. I believe she's a CPA, but when she went to, I saw her go do college with 4 kids, full-time job, and she managed to get straight A's in college to get her degree. That motivated me to want to be more inclined in math as well, because I wanted to be like the successful people in my life. You know, my mom was very successful with it. I wanted to be like her. And when I did, I learned, I learned different mathematic techniques to make math quicker and simpler than what they were teaching in school at the 3rd to 5th grade levels and whatnot. And then I started to learn that once I learned that when I was really young, when I saw them teaching that at the more complicated math levels, it really it inspired me to learn as much about math as possible. And one of the things I learned about math is there is a direct correlation between math and science. Science is based on mathematical observation, mathematical, drawing conclusions from experimentation, data collection, statistics. All that is part of science. You almost can't do one without the other. You can't be passionate about one without being passionate about the other, at least to some extent. And I was passionate in both. Go ahead, Tony.
And since then, you've dedicated yourself to educating people and addressing the problem of global overpopulation by showing your face on screen and suppressing libido.
It took me a second.
God, I know he's just cutting deep tonight, man. Shit. God, dog it. I'm trying to read chat and listen at the same time, and I'm having these faces of like, wait, did he just complisalt me? He just complisalted me.
The evolution of my realization of what he said is just as I slowly.
You know what a complisalt is, Brainy? It's when it's half compliment, half insult. And you don't know when it's really a compliment or an insult. So I thought it was a compliment for the good first portion of it. But then when you started talking about my libido, and I was like, wait, what? Like what?
Not your libido. No, it's the libido of your audience.
Oh, my audience's libido. That's even worse. That was cold, man, coming from Andrew Lassard. Oh, my God. Fucking A. All right. So, now that we've gotten all the complisalts out of the way. But, yes, that was when I fell in love with science probably when I was in 6th or 7th grade. And I started wanting to take shit apart and learn how it works from the inside out. I was never into anatomy or any biological science, chemistry. It was always a physical science that I was trying to understand. Electronics, things of that nature. And I think that's why it drove me to be in a good position to be in where I'm at today. So, all right. I'm kicking Tony off, guys. Before any more insults. Team Skeptic, Tony has hit 300 subs and you didn't read out my super chat. What the fuck? Oh, I think I just started. Thank you, Commander Darklight. What?
I'm actually going to jump right now, jump ship, because my wife's going to go walk the dog and I'm going to join her for that. So I know you were leading out anyways, so I'm just going to bail.
Yeah, we'll be doing Flat Earth After Dark tonight. Commander Darklight for 30.
Have a good night, everybody. Have a good night. See you guys
Good
later.
night, Brandon. Take care.
See you there, Brainy.
Yes.
Good night, Brian.
All right. So Commander Darklight said, embarrassing flat earthers is Nathan's job, not JM's. And that's true. But JM just, like, it's no wonder they're best fucking friends. I mean, their friendship has been built out of an argument and discussion for who's more embarrassing to the flat earth community. You have Nathan, who can't fucking keep his eyes off of children, and you got JM, who can't put his eyes on any real science, but still seems to know he's all about science. Nathan says he's not a predator, but fucking chases children around all day. JM True says he's a scientist that's never done a fucking lick of science in his life. They're both equally embarrassing, and I guess it just depends on whose eyes you're really looking from. If you're a scientist, you're going to say JM is more embarrassing. If you're a fucking parent, you're going to say Nathan is more embarrassing. I would hate for Nathan Thompson to be my fucking child. I would have fucking clipped my own dick just in case I accidentally had another spawn like him. I would say, fuck that, snip, snip, done. I would take the responsibility.
How old's Nathan? Like early 30s? Is that too late for an abortion, or?
Right. Andrew Lassard, flat earthers are just embarrassing, full stop. Yep, absolutely. All right, and I'm sorry, Commander Darklight, don't yell at me. You'll get to fucking death and explosion me all night tonight, I'm sure. Of all the mature people in my audience, and him being one of the most mature, he sure does like that exclamation point death. You too, Tony. PhD Tony.
I haven't used exclamation point death. I just sled you the old-fashioned way, as God intended.
As God intended. You're right.
I don't need machine assistance to sled you, so.
All right.
I consider it beneath me.
Let's see. Selixa says, I'm sorry.
I am totally in favor of giving you electroshock therapy, so, yeah.
Oh, really? Oh, really, Tony? Okay. We'll have that. I'll have that probably by next month. I'll go ahead and have the Pavlock. Because it's kind of expensive. It's like $200, but whatever, for fun.
Yeah, that's actually just incredibly unwise to put that in the hands of your chat. I just don't think that's a great idea at all, actually. But anyway,
think it's great.
We'll
I
see.
think it's great.
Okay.
It could be. Hey, you know what? Here's what could happen. I could end up losing money on it because it's I think it's like $180, right? 179, $200, something like that. I could lose money on it and still be tortured. You know, that's what could happen. As long as I make $1, then the torture has value. You know, if I don't, then the torture just is
fair enough
for sadistic purposes only. Salixus says, I'm sorry, but Bob can't talk about JM embarrassing him when Bob literally debunked his own claim about Earth being non-rotating. 15 degrees per hour. Thanks, Bob.
Yes.
Right? Thanks, Bob.
A 15 degree per hour drift. If the Earth...
All right, let's see. And then we have Kimosabi for $2. Wile E. Coyote has better physics than Flurfs. Yeah. In fact, he knows how to defy gravity for some sort of time. Prime Bait.
Well, defying gravity is easy. As long as you don't look down at the start, you're fine. Gravity only kicks in once you look down.
Once you know there's nothing below you,
and
you're done.
Any reader of the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy knows that it's quite easy to, like, you know, fly. You just have to miss the ground.
Oh, and Alien X, I think Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to quote. You throw yourself at the ground and miss.
Yeah.
Now, Alien X, you said that my email's not on my About section. It is, but it's in a hidden spot. It's just fatherskeptic@gmail.com. You can email me there, and I'll try to get to it.
You can also get him at donkeypornleader.com.
I will not be there.
That's the email that I use to get hold of you. It works every time.
Yeah. Oh, 907. Oh my God. We're legitimately almost at 1,000 on my Team Skeptic After Dark channel. So I'm going to share the link in there. We're going to be going, after I get done with these super chats, we're going to go over there and
yeah. Let's go.
have some
I'll
fun.
get an hour or so in before I have to go to bed.
There is my YouTube or Team Skeptic After Dark channel for gaming if you guys want to come. Go ahead.
Please sub to Sit Down with Debunkers and
PhD Tony. And PhD Tony, guys. Don't leave him out of here.
That FTFE guy, you could sub to him. He's alright. I mean, he's done a few videos.
Yeah, NASA Black Site 69, Sit Down with Debunkers, and PhD Tony all deserve a sub. Let's see. Prime Bait.
Let me just say that.
Go ahead.
I'm 1,909 subs away from 40,000, and once I get to 40,000, I'm going to be doing a 40-hour stream.
You're crazy, dude.
Nice.
You are crazy. Prime Bait for $2.99 Aussie dollars. How do you become a channel member on an iPad? I don't know. I assume
you throw it away and get an Android device.
Yeah, right. Let me. I'm trying to remember how you. There's an actual join link I can share.
Linux for the win.
Yeah, let me find.
I'm honestly thinking of getting rid of using Windows and just having Linux on my computer.
I'm not prepared for that. I'll go ahead and pull Kent Hovind out. Hold on one second. I'm grabbing
SpongeBob to sort your computer.
No, I'm just gonna say I'm not prepared for that. For running Linux on my computer.
My CPU's hot, but my Core 1's cold. Beat you in 17 lines of code. I think different from the engine of the days are old. Hasta la vista. Just like the Terminator told you.
All right, yeah, and we did hit the 200. You guys are so fucking cool. I love you guys. I'm getting a membership.
I got 160 members.
Anyone
wants to become my member as well?
Nice.
Woohoo! I love it, man. You guys are so fucking awesome. I love this community so much, guys.
Yeah, you guys
here
are
is
amazing.
Prime Bait. There's the link right there, Prime Bait. I truly appreciate it, man. Thank you so much for not just the super chats, but for also joining and becoming a member. Man, I love my Aussies out there. Graham Pierce, who has also become a new member. Thank you so fucking much, guys. Let me get the new member icons, and I get new emojis now that I hit 200. So, yeah, be on the lookout for that next live stream, I'm sure. All right.
Lucian Andreas says he's 1 million subs away from 1 million. Come on, guys, let's get him there first.
Yeah, right. I will tell you guys this, though, as somebody, in case, like, there's some people out there that like to ask me what I tune into and stuff. Dr. Disrespect is back. He's back on YouTube. So
he's made more money tonight than that one stream than I've made in all my time on YouTube.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I watched like 10 minutes of him of just nothing but music playing. He had 500 subs at least, 500 members join at least. He's a really interesting character. I really hope that whatever reason that he got booted off Twitch for comes out, so I can make sure that it's not something that I want to continue to support somebody over. Like if I find out that he sexually assaulted somebody or anything like that, then I just won't support him. But I don't think it's anything like that because nothing legal has come out. And if it was something serious like sexual assault, murder, rape, weapons, drugs, they wouldn't be waiting to convict him to see, they would immediately be taking him down. He would have been arrested. That would have been big news. So I think it's probably going to be more of a contract dispute he had with Twitch. I'll tell you, man, he's one of the coolest people. He's an older gentleman. He gets in character. He's definitely inspired me to be a character online and to understand that sometimes you just got to let yourself go so that other people can live vicariously through you. To say, that's not something I would necessarily do in my life. So I'm glad Team Skeptic's doing it so I can watch somebody fucking be an idiot. And I don't have to. But, yes, it's the two-time, baby. The two-time back-to-back world champion streamer of the year, Blockbuster world champion gameplay streamer of the year, something like that. I don't know. Two-time. That's my baby right there. I love it. Brian M. Butcher. Brian M. Batcher, but I'm going to call you Butcher tonight, sir. Also has become a new fucking member. Thank you very much. I do appreciate it. I'll try my best to continuously butcher your name, Batcher. Oh, I love it. I love it. And Cream Skeptic coming soon too, guys. Just so you know. All right, there you go. That's for you, Brian Batcher. Andres Elda for 50 secs. Please buy a mechanical dinger. Okay, will do. I'll do that tomorrow. I'll do that when I go buy my my Einstein Funko. My next guy that's going here, I asked this on my gaming stream, who should be my next Funko Pop guy. We do have the good and honorable Dwight Schrute, who is all about facts. Okay, Dwight Schrute is the fact man. We need Einstein to go right here. And then we need probably a Stephen Hawking character to go right here. And then we'll just fill up the microphone arm with different little Funko Pop characters.
Since Jessica G hasn't leapt on this conversational opportunity yet, which of these are the biggest and are going to obscure the most of your face? I feel like that's the question she should be asking.
That's important.
Let's see, they're going to be going up here, so none of them will be obscuring my face from the camera.
Well, maybe you need an Elephant Man one or something like that goes off to the side. I'm just becoming terrible. I just want to give Jessica G a shout out and Martin H because they were two of my Okay.
All right, let me get through these. Yeah, Nathan's Tampons also became a new member. Thank you very much. I appreciate it, Nathan Tampon. Try not to get too bloody in your fight against stupidity.
Yeah, he always bleeds.
All right, and then Theo Reddick, who my man right here. I've seen Theo Reddick in other people's streams that I go and I watch. I learn from other people, guys. I watch streams to learn from people who have made it. Not to copy their style, but to just see what works and what doesn't. And I try to copy and bring that, like make my own way. I try to do what works and stay away from what doesn't work, Sometimes I have ideas that are really fucking bad. And I'm glad there's somebody there to fucking to stop me from doing it. And it's watching those channels with people like Theo Reddick. That's how I learned to not do stupid shit. Alien X Gaming for $5 just because fight the flat earth or fuck the flat earth. LOL. Yes, just because Alien X Gaming. Thank you very much. Benny Beesman for $5. I didn't get a comment with that, Benny. So if you want to leave a comment for your $5 super chat, just leave me a message and tag me and I will do my best to read it out. Brainery also for 50 secs, and he just throws out that Team Skeptic, or that Cream Skeptic, okay emoji. That face, okay Karen, okay. I need to do a Karen video and Cream Skeptic. I think that'll go over really fucking well. I'm not even going to tell people. The Craven Mordix says, not learning very well, Team Skeptic. Why is Team Skeptic's brain on fire from Mike71? Just because it is. Because I'm hot, baby. UTB Doug for £2. Team Skeptic, thin and white. He's a line of Coke. Yes, I'm a line of Coke that also is doesn't have any kind of reflection of light. Light doesn't interact with me because I'm actually shorter than the wavelength of light, the smallest wavelength of light. Which is facts. Hashtag facts. And you couldn't even measure that, to be honest with you, because at that point you wouldn't be able to measure it, even with light. NASA Blackside Area 69. Go subscribe to NASA Blackside 69. For $2 Aussie. Team Skeptic, check Discord DMs. Hold on, give me 1 second. Let me check to see if it's anything important right this second. Cypher 0. Oh, okay. I'll show this. Oh, Fight the Flat Earth's newest best friend. Hold on. There you go. Isn't that right, the hand?
Yeah, that's him.
Oh, beautiful picture. Cypher. Beautiful. Or NASA Black Site. All right, let me get back to the last super. We have one more super chat, and then we can get the fuck out of here. Oh, my goodness. Go do some gaming. All right, Prime Bait became a new member, asked for a link, signed up with the link, and became a new member. Thank you so very much, sir. I do appreciate it. And these emojis, you can use these emojis moving forward, and these are specifically from me to you, sir. All right, and the final one is the Reclusive Extrovert for $2 or £2 for Team's facial reconstruction surgery fund. Okay, I got you. Reclusive Extrovert. I appreciate it. I need it. But it's not very funny. Not funny at all. Kind of offensive.
It's fucking hilarious, actually.
Fight, do you have anything to say before we head over to the gaming stream?
I'm not Team Skeptic, and I don't fail my outros.
Right? Hold on. He says, listen to the soundbite also. Did I miss a soundbite? Oh, it starts at the very beginning, so I think I probably need to watch that to see, because there's no soundbite with that picture for whatever reason. All right, and then huge R's for $5 Aussie. I'm 153 from 1,000. Please join the huge R's bandwagon. God damn it, get the fuck over there. I'm subscribed to huge R's. You should be too. All right, and I think that's it. Fight, you said you're done. Tony, you have anything you want to add before we get out of here?
No, but thank you for having me on, and you guys rock. Actually, I'm just being mean.
Oh man, no, you're not being mean. Trust me.
Thank you.
I'm fucking the one being mean. All right, well, you guys have a great night, and see, you know what? Just to show you, I'm not even gonna try to do an outro. I'm just gonna hit end.